Back. Mouthpiece included. TATN, TATN.
Guard your grill. TATN, TATN, TATN.
Mouthpiece included.
TATN, TATN, TATN.
Better guard your grill. TATN, TATN, TATN. Mouthpiece included. TATN, TATN, TATN. Better guard your grill. TATN, TATN, TATN. Mouthpiece included.
TATN, TATN, TATN.
Better guard your grill.
TATN, TATN, TATN.
Yes, sir. We're back. All right, y'all. Welcome to another official episode of Mouthpiece Included. This is the pod where we unpack Spolitricks. That's going to be a fusion of sports and Politricks, located upon the collapsible superposition, which only chooses a location upon your observation. And then we break down everything in between. Okay? Whether it's going to be a viral moment, a controversial call, or a political pivot. Mouthpiece Included brings the heat with extremely sharp takes, but layered content. Every single week. This about nothing. There we go. Every single week we break down the headlines shaping the culture on the field, in the streets, and across the political arena. Because let's be honest, the drama don't stop at the stadium gates. It's trending, controversial, or just plain chaotic. We're going to chime in. Two Chicago legendary entities, two very different crossroads. In today's episode, the city's sports soul takes center stage as we unpack the emotional, complicated question of D Rose's jersey retirement. Is it about MVP peaks, cultural impacts, or the way D Rose carries Chicago's hopes and prayers on rebuilt knees? We explore what his legacy truly means to our fan base, Chicago's very own, that still chants his name like a prayer. Like a prayer. Wait a minute. Feels like a prayer. No one can take you there. Just like a mystery. It is the dream of me. Whatever that goes. All right. Then we pivot from nostalgia to necessity, turning our attention to the Bears and the tough decisions that Ryan Poles now has to do his job that shapes our franchise's future. Who should stay? Who should we move off on? And what does moving on really look like for a team trying to reclaim its identity and tickle the tonsils of the National Football League? From cap space to culture, we break down the choices that could define the next era of bear down football, NFGB. Whether you're here for sports scheming or political sharp turns, we've got your dose of insight with just the right amount of edge. This ain't just commentary, it's clarity served up with heat. Ready? Let's pop on our work air ones, our dirty air ones, the ones that stink, that your wife or significant other has been begging you. Why don't you just throw those away, baby? I ordered you a new pair for your birthday and you're still wearing those dirty, stinky air ones. And they're emotional. You know, they're sentimental. You know, you've been using them to mow the lawn, to walk outside to the corner store and slush because you didn't feel like putting on those boots. You know what I mean? And they smell like dead onions. Let's pop those on just like your copper-colored GM pulled up to his first day of work and he is stepping out into the snow in those grayed out, dirty white air ones. And let's get to work. Now the panel's open. The link's pinned in the chat. Again, the panel's open. The link is pinned in the chat. we do advise you, if you pull up, click that link. It's real simple. We ask you to do one thing. Don't forget to bring your mouthpiece. Okay. So if you're going to pull up and have your fingernails painted and you're some sort of male, you know, don't sit here and act like we're not supposed to comment on it. You know, it's your right, just like it's our right to comment on it. You understand? So stand down, stand back, stand by. Or pull the F up. But if you do pull up, once again, don't forget to bring your mouthpiece. Hmm? Eh? Eh? Do us a favor, share this link, smash that like button. The views expressed in today's pod are those of the host and the guests and are not necessarily reflective of TATN or any affiliates. Before we get the co-host in the building, big ups to Midwest Festivals presents Ancestral Echoes. That's your annual. This is the 5th annual glamping house music extravaganza. Okay. Um, you can bring your own camper, your own tent, or they can have a tent there available for you for a small fee. And then there's companies that'll drop ship your camper out there for you. That way you don't have to do the grunt work. Maybe you're scared to be driving in a camper that far. Maybe your gonads have shriveled up over the years. But whatever the case might be, they can drop it off for you. Great music, professionally done sound stage, best DJs from across the Midwest, and beautiful views. Um, sacred land, no light pollution, limited light pollution. Get out under the stars, your ancestors, reconnect. Great people. Bring your shenanigans. If you don't bring your shenanigans, there's plenty of shenanigans going to be there. Everyone's generous. It's just like a Black Wall Street, a house music version of Black Wall Street. Secondly, big ups to Tay Milz Aesthetics. Big ups. Find yourself in sunny Southern California, the LA area particularly, and you need a licensed, bonded, fully insured esthetician, reach out to Tay Milz Aesthetics. www.taymilz.aesthetics.com. Karen has just dropped that link into the chat. Big ups Bella B. Right? Bella B Designs. You need something like this? This work done by Bella B. Reach out to Bella B at designs365.com. That link at gmail.com. That's designs365 at gmail.com. That link has just been pinned in the chat. Last but definitely not least, you need yourself a toe. Maybe you're scum bubbly at the hole in the wall. You popped in there. I'm just gonna have a shot. You're lying to yourself. I probably just have a beer. I'm just gonna show my face. You know what I mean? Now you're bubbly. The hole in the wall is not in a favorable neighborhood for your whip to be sitting out there overnight. Pookie, Ray, the crackheads, the meth heads, the fentanyl, the Venezuelans, they all waiting. They know every day at least 3 cars are gonna be out there overnight. And they want to smash that window and go rummage through your effects. Okay. Maybe even steal your identity because you got it all in the glove compartment. Pookie and Ray are looking for guns. That's right. A lot of guns. People leave them in their car for some dumbass reason. Okay. That being said, you might be drunk and you don't want to leave your whip. You reach out to Jim Recovery in the greater Chicagoland area. All right. Jim, Jim Recovery. And he'll pull up in a brand new flatbed with all the top technology. He's got over 3 decades in experience doing this. They've been in business. They're licensed, bonded, fully insured. Jim Recovery. He'll come out there, put your car up so he doesn't have to drag it across all of the potholes because the city of Chicago and your mayor don't give a damn about how your streets are. Okay? And he'll get you to safety. And more importantly, he'll get that whip to safety that you're still making monthly payments on. Okay? Probably upside down. Upside down. Girl, you turn me inside out. And round and round. Yeah, upside down, you're turning me. All right. All right. I think we've had enough here. All right. So grab your mouthpieces, y'all. Let's get started. Let's get the co-host in the building. Jackie Robinson, West's finest.
THN,
Yeah.
THN, Mouthpiece
Perennial
included.
MVD.
THN,
Most valuable dad. Now, let's get
THN,
this guy some music.
THN,
That's right.
Mouthpiece included. THN, yeah.
TATN.
What?
I've been wanting
What?
to talk.
Hold on.
What?
Karen is tweaking.
THN, yeah.
TATN.
What?
Guard your grill.
TATN.
THN,
TATN.
Mouthpiece included.
TATN.
What?
TATN. TATN.
Better guard your grill.
TATN. TATN.
What?
TATN.
Mouthpiece Incl.
Big Ace. Bear down. FGV.
Bear down. Definitely FGB, bear down. We're off to our first full weekend with no football in the Shy. Looking forward to an NFC Championship game this week, but it didn't come to fruition. We'll see what happens next season. Bear down.
Yeah, there's football on right now there, fella.
Yeah, I don't care about none of that crap. There's no way we should have lost to the Rams, first and foremost.
Yeah.
And second of all, that AFC crap is some crap. And everybody's going to be talking about their defense. And yeah, we were poised to get to the Super Bowl this year. Had we did the smart thing, the non-analytical things to win the NFC divisional round last week. It is what it is.
And we're going to get there. Who is to blame for that last play? We're going to get there because they're trashing DJ Moore. You know what I mean? And personally, I don't appreciate it. Even Wakil L is on the trash DJ Moore. He didn't give enough. He didn't give enough effort on that play.
Yeah, it's anybody, once they put the damn NFL narrative or the smug sports writers or reporters or so-called journalists of
all of them live in Schaumburg and Hoffman Estates. All of them.
Yeah, and they all want to. Yeah, he wasn't running hard enough. He wasn't.
That nigga wasn't working hard enough, and that's why the business went down in the tank. These niggas out here ain't working hard enough. You know what I mean?
You can't say that about the sports reporters of Chicago.
Well, we don't know what's in their hearts.
We don't know what's in their hearts. But come on, man. Come on. It was a bad throw, first of all. Second of all, DJ Moore we knew he was hurt. And third of all, we didn't need that damn play. We needed 5 yards. We needed to matriculate the ball down the field to get in field goal range. And I don't know whose decision it was, whether it was the coach, the quarterback, or whomever.
Mm-hmm.
Declan Doyle.
Oh, he's a hot, sexy new name. I told y'all. He's getting interviews for offensive coordinator jobs. Don't it?
It's 20 jobs available. A trained chimp can get an interview right now to be NFL coordinator.
It pays to be white. A trained chimp could be the offensive coordinator under Ben Johnson.
Absolutely, and that's what we got. But it was too much. We went for the gusto. Go for the gusto in the end zone, but don't go for the gusto throwing the ball 10 yards ahead of your damn receiver, whether he was running hard or got nicked, or you were looking for the best case scenario. He was going to be at the spot.
And if he's not running hard, don't throw it so far ahead of him. How about that?
Yeah. I mean, you're looking right at the damn play. You can see the speed. You have plenty of time in the pocket. You moved up, you moved back, you moved to the left, you moved to the right, and you still stood there.
And now I'm watching you gallivant all over the city with your little boy toy, going to the Hawks games, going to the it's like a guy gets out the joint. He's hanging out with his homeboy every day.
Peter Crow Armstrong, yeah. That's your North Side Cubs center fielder.
I think him and Rome Doomsday might have broken up.
Is that what happened? Is that why Rome wasn't? That's why Rome wasn't catching his balls.
Yeah, that's why he was dropping the ball, having alligator arms. They're blaming DJ. Rome dropped the touchdown pass because he was afraid of getting hit.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there.
R.I.P. to Kevin Johnson.
Yeah, R.I.P. and condolences to the family. And hey, CTE is a real thing. Come on, man. Come on, NFL.
Who is Kevin Johnson? MAS. We'll show you right now. Fair use. Fair use.
New details tonight on a murder investigation at a homeless encampment. We're now learning the victim is a former tonight on a murder investigation at a homeless encampment. We're now learning the victim is a former NFL player. LA County investigators say former Philadelphia Eagles and Oakland Raiders defensive lineman Kevin Johnson
Shame on everybody.
yesterday morning at an encampment in
He's
Willowbrook
home.
in South LA. He suffered blunt force
Where's
trauma
his
to his
agent?
head and stab wounds. Friends say
Where
he
his
had
former
health problems
teammates? They're rich.
later in life.
Somebody
It led
got
him
some
to
dough.
live on the streets, but they called Johnson a wonderful friend who still made it.
I mean, you could put together 20 of your teammates and say, look, we need $300 a month, so he can have a roof over his head each.
Yeah, you don't have to live in LA. You can send his ass back to wherever the hell he came from, buy him a condo, and hey, Kevin, you got to make it there.
Yeah, you're right. You can send him to the poorest state in the land, maybe Arkansas, buy him a condo for maybe 40 grand, if that, right?
And it's
then,
his.
yeah. But, you want him to have a little food, and you want him to have a little MEP crack money,
And get to his pension money. Because he had a pension coming if he wasn't receiving it already.
Yeah, he should have. But here we go.
On his community.
He was my best friend.
Look, that was his best friend.
Now, who the hell are you? And why the hell are you so clean? And he's out there home.
Watch, was it? He was nice, and he used to take me to the games and pay for everything.
This man at his wedding, he played in the National Football League for about 7 years. Great guy.
Best man at his wedding.
The community's gonna miss him.
He said nothing as to nothing.
That
They
guy.
said, hey, we tried to help him, and you know what I mean? Nothing.
That guy on the other side of him was probably his real best friend because he was shaking his head and he was disgusted. I don't know if you want to go back and see that guy.
Ray.
Yeah, Ray was like, man, yeah, he was my friend for real. And I don't know why is this dude up there smiling?
For about 7
He
years.
looked disturbed,
Great
like, man.
guy, fun loving. The community's gonna miss him.
Yeah, you're right.
His friends tell Eyewitness News Johnson had health problems that they believe might have been the result of CTE. He was just 55 years old. Investigators asking for help from
55, bro.
Yeah, 70. Born in 70.
Yeah.
71. Yeah. Wow.
I mean, that's go ahead, bro.
It's a shame. They want to blame the players on not taking care of their money or their finances or their after football lives.
Yeah.
But after so many of them end up broke, come on, NFL. You don't care about, I know why you don't care about them. We don't know what's in your hearts, but we know why you don't care about them. But the fact that you have so many of these stories similar to this, one, the CTE, and one that they're homeless and broke is a tragedy.
Yeah. I wonder what kind of investigations being done because, man, he had to be like strong arming people out there. Maybe it was some self-policing that took place. You know what I mean?
I mean, they have a security and information force like the CA. They know everything until it's something that really affects the league, and something like this doesn't affect the league. So, because he's not a current player.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I just, man, what could have happened to his money? Divorce.
Well, seeing it firsthand, I can tell you what happens to their money. Taxes, agent, tricking off, divorce, cars, bad credit, bad investments, and
paying cash for everything. I dropped cash on my mama's house.
Yeah. And by the time they get to retirement or not playing anymore, and there's no more checks coming, homelessness.
So all those people he was breaking bread with, none of them had a little back room or a back house or something that he could. But he was, if he was going crazy, You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Who
yeah,
knows
there was
what he
no
was doing out there?
right, and that goes back to the NFL healthcare
Hmm.
that ends after 5 seasons, and these players are out there on their own, whether it's
Well, they gave him
CTE.
a little test, and they suggested that all the colored players with CTE were just poor and stupid, and that's why they were scoring low, and that's how they were able to get out of paying their health bills.
Yeah, no, but I mean, we got all the scams going on. It's horrendous that these owners are billionaires and they're building these $1 billion stadiums, and you still have their former players who, once they die, yeah, they're part of the family, or if they make it to the Hall of Fame, they're part of the family, but they don't take care of their players once their time in the league is over, especially a player that has several teams. None of those owners have a loyalty to a player that's played on several teams. He's just a guy that played in the league. So it's it's a sad situation.
It's sad. What up, Diesel? We was covering Kevin Johnson, who I hadn't heard of. R.I.P. Condolences to his family. They found him dead at pretty much on Skid Row out here in L.A. He was 55. They didn't really say cause of death, but they think foul play was involved, and his family believes he had CTE. You got any commentary on this?
Um, Nothing other than, it's guys like that every year. You just don't always hear the stories, but it's
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
and from NFL, NBA, and baseball, you constantly hear the different stories of, hey man, I seen this guy and didn't realize it. It's every year, bro. Every year, even from the guys from college, who might have played on like big time teams back in the '80s, and even some of the '90s college teams. Those players who may not have made it to the NBA or the NFL and stuff, and then they fall on hard times when they start talking about a great team from this particular decade and things like that. So it's sad, man. You see it all the time though in life, and I know we cover sports, but even if you just seen the thing with what's my man Tracy Morgan, did y'all see that? Just
The
after his
comedian,
leave,
the actor.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
leaving some place, and then some guy uh, who he knew him from somewhere,
Uh-huh.
and the guy's like talking to him, and he's like, "Hey man, don't." I want to paraphrase because I don't want to quote him, but he said something to the extent of, "I don't owe you nothing," like and he's like, "Hey man," and the guy responded, and he said, "That's on you. That's nothing to do with me and my life," or whatever he said, right? And then the guy said, "I'm homeless," and I don't think he responded after the guy said, "Man, I'm homeless," but I think like a day later or so, they said that Tracy, I believe that he's going to get him a place to live and all of this because it's like a guy you grew up with that you knew
But see,
from
that's after
somewhere.
all the negative internet got on his ass, and his people around him said, "Come on, man! If that shit
Right.
wasn't on camera, Tracy Morgan would have
Yeah.
showed up to his homeless encampment and shitted in his tent."
And
Yeah,
plus, we don't know the backstory of what they went
no,
through when they was younger.
no,
Because he
you
probably
don't.
told him
But
this, that, and the other, or he might have told him this, that. Just like when I see a man coming to, beg for money from me when I got my
mhm.
sons with me, I was like, hey, don't do that around my sons, man. What's going on with you? I understand women and children need help, but you are a grown individual. What happened in your life? And we don't know the backstory. So
Yeah, you just
that's
don't
all
know.
I'm saying.
I help them,
You don't
man.
know
I help those guys, bro. I used to be like that, Ace, but now I help them, man. Like $2, I
Uh,
figure I'm gonna get it all back. I just help them.
yeah, yeah, in certain situations, but certain situations, especially here in the
Well, see, I
shop.
don't have kids, so I can't comment on how that feels. With somebody run up
I
on
mean,
you.
each thing is different. I mean, if you keep seeing the same guy out at the
Yeah.
same spot every day
Yeah.
for a couple of years,
Oh
and
yeah,
you
I'm
know
not going. Yeah, I'm not giving
12
this guy
people
$2 every
giving
day.
him money
Every day I go
and
to the
stuff.
store. No,
But
no,
if you see a guy sometimes and you do that type of stuff, I always feel like helping out, showing humility, it'll come back to you.
100%.
It'll
For
come
sure.
right back around to
Yeah,
you.
and it don't matter what he doing with the money. I used to be carrying, he just finna go buy dope with it or buy some alcohol. It don't matter because when you zoom out, Ace, you're making a huge difference. Sometimes that guy could have been on his last rope. Like, I'm gonna kill the next motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? If I don't eat
Yeah.
tonight, and you just be, I've been in that situation where I had to ask a man for gas money, bro. I was getting paid the next day or some shit, and I ran out of gas. And that dude gave me like $8. I'll never forget. It was in Chicago. It was a brother. And I was giving him a whole story. He's like, no, don't worry about it. I was like, I know crackheads be at the gas station running this Sam. I'm not doing that. And he just gave me $8, right? Now, fast forward, I was charging my EV, and a homegirl came up to me, a sister. She had the little water in her eyes. She was like, the gas station's right there. And she was going through a whole story. I looked at my wallet. I had $8, bro. You know what I'm saying? Tell you how the universe is. Just gave it $8. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just don't know, bro. Like you said, you don't know the backstory. You just don't know.
And we've all been through those stories, especially here in Chicago, where these people, my car's down the street and my family's in the car.
Yeah, that hustle.
Blah blah blah.
Uh-huh.
Why the hell you not? Why you not down there with them? Why you here?
Right.
But I go out there and give them care packages with socks and toothbrushes and hot meals, and you don't know. You do what you can, and sometimes it ain't what they want at the time.
And even if and again, we just guessing because we don't know. I don't know how that guy know Tracy Morgan or from where, but they knew each other because he acknowledged the guy. And if that's like a guy that I know or that I grew up with, whether it was from grammar school or high school or something, and if I'm in a position, I'm the type where I may give you something, one time to get you
like $50, $100 ain't shit to Tracy Morgan.
Right, not at all.
He could have went in his pocket and pulled out whatever.
And then after that, or I might even have a conversation with you, like, man, dog, how did you get like this?
Right?
What happened? And depending on their situation, you may give them more or you may help them more. But those type of things, they tend to come back to people.
But it sounds like it was kind of the way he was coming at Tracy too, for Tracy to say, "Man, I don't owe you shit." Do you know what I mean? Because some people are demanding. Like, there's some cats who run up on you like there's a privilege. Like I'm homeless, I ain't got shit. You got it. You got to give it to me.
I know you got it.
Yeah.
And he was clean shaven, and he was clean, and he
it
looked
was
like
a
the
lot
homeless
of
cat.
press. It was a lot of press as he's coming out this building, and there's a lot of people right there. So I'm not sure what the guy said because you can't quite hear him. But whatever he said, I don't think it was like that offensive to get his response where, hey, bro, I don't owe you nothing. And then the guy said,
correct, in front of the press and all that. I hear you.
Yeah, and the guy said something else, and he was like, that's not my business. That's on you. I got my family to take care of it. Blah, blah, blah. And then the guy was like, but I'm homeless. I'm homeless, man. And then it kind of cuts. But
man, I had a to Ace's point, I had a brother, he looked like he might have been like 30 at the most. He didn't look disheveled. Because they getting a lot of programs and stuff. They be getting people be giving them stuff. He out in front of the grocery store when it was raining. I'm going in, and I literally didn't have no cash. He's like, he needs something. I go in, and I bought some, which I don't even eat. I bought some beef jerky. You know what I mean? Came out, like, here you go, bro. He's like, I don't want that. I'm like, you don't want that? He's like, no, I got plenty of food. I'm like, you don't, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, so you don't want it? He's like, no, I don't want it. Like, if you homeless, you don't even have the spirit that I can give this to somebody else who I know who might need it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what he's talking about. It's motherfuckers like that. It was a lady. She asked me for $1 for some water. I got water in my car. I gave her the water. She's like, she don't want that. I was like, you literally asked me for $1 for some water, and here's the water.
Here's some water. You can have a couple of them. You don't need
Yeah.
$1. Yeah.
Just say you need $1. Like,
Right.
it's the BS. And they've been BSing people their whole life, and a lot of times that's how they end up in that situation.
Mm.
Yeah, again, if it's a person you know, right?
Correct.
Then you gonna
Correct.
try to unless you didn't get along with him when you was growing up or something, but you gonna acknowledge him and maybe possibly be like, hey man, okay, let me get you.
Maybe he felt like he was getting stalked, Diesel. You popping out and you got the camera and all these white people
maybe
around.
So.
Maybe he's
so.
pulled that hustle before. When I run up on celebrities on the camera, they more likely to give you something so they can look good.
Yeah,
Well,
maybe
you
so.
gotta look at the story of DJ Yellow out there on the West Coast, who
He's from
ended up
NWA,
being,
wasn't
huh?
Yeah.
NWA,
He
right?
had hard time.
Yeah. He ended up
hard time.
homeless. He ended up homeless, and he said, I called, people. I called Cube, and he said how much I need or what I need, and he called Dre and like what I need, but he run up on him outside in front of the media,
Correct.
saying, I'm homeless now. What y'all gonna do for me?
Yeah, it's almost like extortion.
Yeah.
It's like what Ace saying. I'm running up on Ace in front of his kids. You know what I mean? Putting him in a position where he's got to look like a jerk, or look like a sucker. You know what I'm saying? Got my kids here.
Yeah.
And I got boys, so I can't bring my boys up. Having seen a man
right
begging for money.
Right.
That's wrong.
Not asking for work.
Yeah.
An able-bodied man. Yeah. All right, let's push on, man. God bless the poor. We got Billy Donovan here, y'all. And with you guys were ahead of this. Y'all wanted him fired pretty much after his first season. I thought he was, drop dead gorgeous, smart, offensive mind.
Well, great college coach.
Yeah. Frank Vogel won a chip with the Lakers. He got fired the next year. Darvin Ham, poor and stupid, got the Lakers to a Western Conference final. Fired the next year. Lamar Jackson wins multiple MVPs. Harbaugh fired. Josh Allen wins multiple MVPs. McDermott fired. Billy Donovan watching all of this. 195 and 205. I promise you. At minimum, if I was coaching the Bulls all this time, we'd have that record or better. I promise you. I know it's easy for me to say.
Much better.
You know what I mean?
And I'd have some poor and stupid guys on the end of the bench coming in there and mugging them guys, running around shooting 3-pointers. And man, come on, man.
Right. And if you miss a step back, you're immediately coming to the bench. But what's y'all comment on Billy Donovan? Do y'all agree that he should be gone?
He should have been fired.
He's part of the reason I barely watched him. He's part of the reason. I mean, they keep him around. They gave him like an extension or whatever, and I'm like, why are you keeping this guy around? I'm like, why are you? It's like no motivation. You barely get into the playoffs each year, and he doesn't change anything. So he's part of the reason where I barely watch the Bulls.
And I believe he's a big reason when we couldn't understand why the Bulls didn't take a flyer on Derrick Rose and he started balling again when he was on the Knicks. I'm sure Billy Donovan, he don't fit my system. He can fuck you in your system.
What system is that?
You're not going up in the Raptors, Derrick Rose.
The 50
going
games,
up in the Raptors.
The 41-41 season or the 42 season. Yeah, he doesn't fit that. He's a winner or tries to win. I mean, come on.
And you could have got him for a league minimum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had some 30-point games that season, man. He was balling.
Yeah.
And it was other teams that signed him, and they just used him to mentor the upcoming players.
Yeah, right? They sold some jerseys. They could have made so much money off of that, man.
Oh, man. Broke out the number 1 jersey. He could have got another jersey. He could have got
25.
Yeah.
Jersey. Yeah.
And you could have sold 2 jerseys, the 1 and the 25. It would have made the 1 worth so much damn money. And you got the 20. Oh my goodness.
I mean, it's like they didn't care how much the city loved Derrick Rose. Like,
Well, yeah, you got to look at the way they pushed him out of town once he got hurt.
no, he's talking about how much money niggas making.
Yeah, they want to talk about and to Derek's manhood.
The one
that the way that the media treated him and the Bulls treated him once he got hurt and tried to rehab himself to come back and play for the Bulls, and they
tried to rush him back and question his integrity and his love for the game.
Yeah.
The ones who cared about him, they showed it even when he left the Bulls. And even the one, that I think his first injury was a big cause of that. He took him. He took him when he was available and had him come to New York under him, Thibodeau.
Oh, Tibbs.
Well, Tibbs the one ran him in the goddamn ground. That was guilt.
Well, like I said, but he was a fan of his and loved him as a player. It's just his coaching style is to a fault what made him get that first injury. So
shouldn't have been on the court at the time.
No, he shouldn't.
But Derek put it into that last night.
Yeah, but we know what we seen.
Yeah, we know what we seen.
But he would have got hurt there. He might have gotten hurt in the first quarter.
He might have. We don't know.
We don't know.
But let it happen that way.
Let it happen in a meaningful part of a game. I agree, Diesel.
Let it happen another way than that way that it did, because then we're going, God, dog, man, why you have him in the game at that? So, but but my point is, Tibbs still showed love to him. He loved him as a player. And would take him
as a human being
wherever he was at. He took he took him in Minnesota.
Yeah.
When he was there, and he took him to New York when he was there.
Yeah. Because he knew what kind of baller he was.
Yeah.
Bro, if he didn't get hurt, how many chips you think he'd have got us?
At least probably about 2.
At least 2.
Yeah, that's
because most of our nucleus was young.
Yeah.
So we'd have been able to have a good run without we could add a few free agents here or there, but we'd have been able to have a good long run.
And he was playing to win. He wasn't stat padding. Derek was playing. You couldn't stat pad at Simeon. That's why Simeon won all them games. We would
have had to make some moves because you had to put a missing persons report out on Luol Deng every time the playoffs started.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We had Butler there.
Yeah, but they weren't playing Butler. They had Deng out there stinking up the court in the playoffs when he should have been on the damn bench.
Playing 50 minutes a damn game, boy. Yeah, that's Thibodeau. And
that was on Tibbs because he's like, he's a two-way. He can defend and score and do things.
Yeah,
so.
and fuck Butler and all this shit I'm seeing Butler do in practice. He's not going to play at all. That was Tibbs.
Right.
I had Ace starting. If Ace was 95 and Diesel was an 85, I'd play Ace all game and Diesel can't see the court. That don't make sense. We got to find a way to get Diesel some time.
Right.
Yeah. Old Tibbs.
Speaking of D Rose, we got a tribute here from the GOAT.
Yeah, but that little dang thing in the playoffs, man. Nobody talks about that. They talk about what he does in Africa, but damn it, he was a missing person in every damn playoff series that the Bulls played for the entirety of his career in Chicago.
You on Ding's ass, huh?
Charming in New Jersey. Very happy for you.
I'm just telling the truth.
Unbelievable career. You really represent the city of Chicago, the Chicago Bulls, your family.
Is Mike wearing Walgreens reading glasses?
I don't know what the hell's he got going on. Yeah, we don't know what's in his heart now. And
that's from being on that golf course too much and all that sunlight burning up his pupils.
He almost looked like he's had a mild stroke at some point. Probably undiagnosed.
He's living the that life.
And yourself very, very well. So I'm very proud of you and very happy for your special night. Looking forward to coming to United Center and seeing your jersey hanging up there with my jersey. Congratulations and enjoy your night.
The GOAT. That's got to feel good getting that kind of acknowledgement from the GOAT, bro.
Pippen should have been here.
Pippen don't care about nobody but Pippen.
He's getting a check from the Bulls. His ass should have been here.
Pippen wasn't there?
No.
I don't think he was.
He did one of those video tributes just like MJ.
Yeah, if he was there, he would have been. You'd have seen video clips of him being there at the thing, but he probably like that wasn't my era.
Yeah, Pip definitely should have been there. MJ probably should have pulled up. Well, he did pull up for Kobe, but that's when Kobe had passed away.
Yeah. But Pip should have been. I mean, come on, Pip. What else are you doing? And you still getting paid by the damn Bulls.
Well, Pip don't care about nobody. You said Pip did one of these video tributes for him?
Yeah, he did. They showed it on the Jumbotron before Jordan's.
Let's see if I can find that. But Derrick Rose, man, y'all got any highlights, memories y'all remember from his career with the Bulls?
You're damn right. Shit.
I remember him at Simeon, and
we're not talking about Simeon here.
No, I am, because he only played 1 year of college. So his freshman year when he come out of grammar school, right?
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about grammar school. Oh my gosh. Go ahead.
I said when he came out, there was a lot of hype behind him.
Yeah.
And Hambrick,
he's 27 years now.
If you know how Hambrick is, he don't play freshman, okay?
Right.
But he was like a phenom coming out of 8th grade.
Right.
And Hambrick didn't play. Well, he only played on the
Frost-off.
They won the city, the Frost-off.
Didn't lose the game.
Yeah, Hambrick never played him. And I forget how far we got that year as far as city and state. But he would have been the difference, because I promise you, at Simeon, for the most part, he was a passing guard and dominated the game.
Wait, are you saying he should have been starting on that varsity team his freshman year?
You're damn right he should have been starting on that varsity team.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know about starting. I don't know if he would have started him or if he would have came out of off the bench. But the difference that he made, he literally was controlling the games, and he wasn't scoring a lot, to the point where I was going.
I'm going to agree with Ace. I think he should have been starting. There was a girl at Long Beach Poly where my niece played. They sat her freshman year behind the coach's daughter, and she's killing in college right now. You know what I mean? And I told her then, this is a sham and a travesty that you're not out there starting.
Well, again, now you got to understand Hambrick's thought process.
Nobody else had ever done it.
And how tough he is to play for. So that's why I say he might have came off the bench, or he might have
he was a white Bobby Knight.
To get him to learn how to play his style. Yeah, he was like a Bobby Knight, but without all of the cussing and all of that stuff.
And he loved the black players.
Just real quiet.
Yeah, but he wasn't racist.
The next year, when I think Rob took over for Hambrick like his sophomore year or his junior year.
Yeah.
State title, back to back.
Yeah, it was time for him to go.
And then they changed it. Derrick Rose is the reason that they changed the Class A's for basketball in the state of Illinois. When he won back to back, they said, okay, no more. You remember, it was just like a AA, whatever, and like a 1A. There's only like two things. The small
two divisions, yeah. In the big school.
They went 3A, 4A, 6A, almost like they do with football. After that year that we won back to back.
You see how it is in California. They state champions. It'd be 20 state champions. It's such bullshit.
Yeah. It's like what? But yeah, he changed it. After that year, I think it was 07. And then they changed it from 07 going forward. But yeah,
they changed Simeon too.
Yeah, they did. But they always try to to screw Simeon. Like with football, they'd have us in the hardest conference, and we had never won a state title. I was like, why are they always putting us in the hardest thing? And then
Because
you get
nobody cared about Simeon football. We've had this discussion before.
Yeah, come on.
you never covered the coach who made the remarks when we were in the state playoffs. We were like in the quarterfinal game of the state, and I don't even. He wasn't even a coach.
What year
the
was
team
this?
we were playing? This is recent, in the last within the last 7-8 years, and the guy was like, they were calling penalties on us. And the guy was telling them, like, yeah, y'all not going to win. This ain't even a dude who was coaching the other team. And he's like, yeah, you're not going to win. He knew the referees, the officials.
Yeah.
They call man, they brought up a big old thing about it. Man, IHSA didn't do nothing.
Of course not.
Didn't do
Yeah, because they didn't care about Simeon football. That's what he said at the beginning of the
You
clip.
stay in your lane. You're a basketball program, maybe baseball and some track. You know what I mean? That's like
they're going back to the Bob Hamrick and Robert Smith and Derrick Rose situation. Yeah, that's the change that came in Simeon, because he should have been starting on varsity. Who was the starting point guard at varsity that year that Derrick Rose down at Far South not playing on varsity?
Flappy McPookie Jackson.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't.
That's
remember.
the point. That's the point.
No,
Derrick Rose should have been
if
started.
He could start at a Division I school as a freshman, and then start in the NBA as a rookie. I feel like, but see, Bob Hamrick had his rules, Ace. You know, and
rules, man.
He's saying if I didn't start Benji as a freshman, if I didn't start Nick wasn't there, but if I didn't start all these other players as freshmen, what separates this dude? Make him earn it.
Benji would have never.
Yeah, what does Simeon do about that?
Benji would have never started if the players on this team didn't go to Hamrick doing they went to Hamrick doing a practice. Quit disrespecting Hamrick like that, Ace.
I'm not disrespecting him. I'm telling you what happened with Derrick Rose.
About the dude. You're talking slick about the dude and you don't understand.
I understand. I'm just telling you what happened with Derrick Rose was there.
She ain't that disrespect about Bob Hamrick, bro.
Okay. Keep going.
Hey, but Benji would have never started if it wasn't for the players on this team. They were telling Hamrick, like, Coach, have you seen Benji? And this is after his freshman year. So he's sophomore.
Are you making my point
went on a tour that summer, the YVI tournament. Benji was tickling the tonsils of everybody in the city over that summer, bro.
And if the coach don't see that, you're making my point.
No, it's sometimes you got to have people who he respect come to him, and the players on the team that he respected.
You said the veterans, the seniors.
You got to see Benji. He just like in the 30 for 30 for Benji.
Yeah,
he said, Benji, get over here. Wilson, get over here. Put him on the block. Start having them doing shooting drills, and he running them off, going outside, running them off. And they said after that, the next game he started them. But he did it on the strength of his players that he respected.
The seniors and juniors.
Yes, they came to him and said, "You got to see Ben."
I'm telling you, I saw Benji in the YVI tournament that summer after his freshman year, and I was like, "Oh my God!" Because we used to go to, I was in Hyde Park. We used to go to the YVI. Yeah. I was like, I ain't never seen nothing like this in my life. Benji was doing the damn thing. And for you to tell me that he got to Simeon that next season and was riding the pines, that's incredible.
Yeah. But you gotta in the 80s, man, they had talent for days at the Meon.
And you're right, though. In the 80s, it was different, man. Rookies wasn't starting in the pros a lot. You know what I'm saying? Bobby Knight didn't start freshman. I told you, Bob Hamrick was probably a Bobby Knight disciple. Bobby Knight wouldn't start. Isaiah Thomas was the first freshman that he started.
I'm talking about Derrick Rose.
Deion Thomas started.
You can't compare Derrick Rose to Isaiah Thomas.
No.
What?
But Deion Thomas started as a sophomore. I think he was as a matter of fact, the freshmen rarely got played. They didn't play with the.
They weren't even on varsity, right?
Yeah, they didn't even get to play with.
Because he wanted to get them minutes on the frost out.
And because Deion Thomas came from Mendel, I think he came from Mendel. But
just call a Mendel player.
However you want to call it.
It's St. Martin de Porres, ain't it?
Yeah,
No,
now it is. But back then it was
yeah.
Mendel.
No, it's Brooks now.
Is it Brooks now?
Yeah, it went from
Damn. Yeah,
Bendel
because
to
you don't hear
St.
about
Martin de
St.
Porres
Martin.
to Gwendolyn Brooks.
Named it after Gwendolyn Brooks. So
Is
it ain't
Brooks
all boys school no more.
co-ed?
It's
No.
it's
Is it
uh it's
co-ed?
co-sexual.
Yeah, it's co-ed now.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, ain't the
It was
same.
co-ed
But
with St. Martin.
Was
yeah,
it?
I think it was.
Yeah.
I think it was. Yep.
Yeah.
What school did they combine with? Was it Longwood or
Yeah, I think it was Longwood.
Yeah, Dogwood.
Or Unity. One of those
yeah?
Probably was
schools.
Unity or Dogwood. Yeah, big up Derrick Rose, man. Well deserved. He earned it. Let's not sully the Raptors. Who we got up in the Raptors? We got Butterbean. What's Butterbean? Is he a Love too?
Yeah, Butterbean
Bob
Love.
Love.
We got Love. We got Derrick Rose. We got Rose and Love up there. We got Jordan. We got Pippen. Anybody else?
I don't know. Do we got Jerry? What's his name? Sloan? Is he up there?
Yeah, Sloan is up there. Yeah.
And what about my
That's it.
man who died?
Horace
Norm
Grant.
Van
Is
Lier.
Big
Is
Ho
he
up there?
No.
Dennis
No.
Rodman up there?
No.
No.
Who died, Diesel, you talking about?
Norm
Norm
Van Lier?
Van Lier.
No.
Storming
he's
Norman
not
Van Lier? He ain't up
He's
there?
not in the Raptors.
I
No.
don't think he is. Nope.
Wow.
He was a crackhead when he passed
Oh,
on.
but what about the A Train? Big Artist Gilmore.
No.
No.
What?
Nah. Because remember, he came from the ABA. All his best years were in the ABA, which I hate how the NBA just dismisses what they
Right.
achieved in the
There's
ABA.
only 5 people on the Raptors.
Wow. Yeah, let's not sully the Raptors. Anybody on this current Bulls team you thinking about Phil Jackson, is he in the Raptors?
No.
That's
No.
pathetic.
Yeah, that is pathetic.
That's
He
pathetic.
needs to be up there.
No.
And I blame that on
Reinsdorf.
differences with the ownership and
Maybe when Reinsdorf dies, he'll go up there, but
When Phil dies, they'll put him up there post-mortem. What about Jerry Krause?
absolutely not.
he might
built-
be
he
up
built
there.
that team.
He might. I don't know if he's up there. But
No.
if I know Kraus or Reinsdorf, he would have him up there.
He'd have
Before
him
some-
up there before he'd have Phil Jackson up
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, who's going to attend the ceremony? They booed him when his they
When his wife showed up or something.
yeah, they booed him when his wife showed up. Who's going to show up for him going in the Raptors of the United Center, man? It's not going to happen.
All right. Well, we're not going to have a quarter black of the week for this week because
Hold
there's
on,
no
hold
more
on,
quarter
hold on.
blacks.
Derrick Rose, Jerry Sloan,
Yeah.
Bob Love,
Yeah.
Michael Jordan,
Yeah.
Scottie
Scottie
Pippen.
Pippen.
That's what we
it.
name.
it.
That's what we name. Yeah.
That is
But they
it.
have no coaches up there.
No.
Nah.
Should do it for coaches, separate because maybe this is bringing up players.
Well, I think the Celtics, they honored like they coaches,
Yeah,
right?
they got Red Auerbach
Yeah,
and the
I mean,
Colored
but
up there.
Like
Casey
I don't know if
Jones.
they got Casey Jones up there.
Yeah, he was a player.
But yeah. But Jones was a coach too. In
Yeah.
the 80s.
Yeah, but they only. Yeah.
He won some
If he-
championships. I mean,
If he wasn't a player, they wouldn't have put him up there. They
Well-
don't like colors in Boston. Unless you win a bunch of championships. Like Bill Russell, Casey Jones was a
Yeah.
coach and a player.
Bill
and,
Russell was too.
right.
Patriots
So,
up 10-7. They won, huh?
game over. Game over.
Damn,
Yeah.
10-7. That's all they did was put up 10 points.
Yeah,
Man, them star blizzarding out there, man.
Oh, okay.
Denver didn't
It-
respect the field
it's
goals
still
in the first
snowing.
half.
Yeah, Denver didn't kick going forward on fourth down like some crackheads, man.
Wow. This new NFL, man.
Mhm.
The coaches should be getting fired for this shit. All right. So quarter black. Who was y'all quarter black of last week? Who was playing? We had Caleb.
Gotta go with Nails. I mean, who else was playing?
Was he the only quarter black still? Was he the last quarter
Uh,
standing?
Yeah.
CJ.
Oh, yeah. CJ Stroud. Yeah, you definitely got to go with Nails.
Oh yeah. CJ Stroud, man, that dude, boy. If it wasn't for their defense, man. That dude.
They
Ugh.
got to improve their running game.
That too.
Yeah.
It gets hard when you start winning. That's when it gets hard.
Oh
Yeah.
well, you know they already talking about now paying CJ's black ass the money that they paid the quarter Jacksonville Trevor Lawrence and the money they paid Danny Dimes. They're already talking about now paying CJ's black ass the money and saying he doesn't deserve it.
He doesn't deserve it. He's colored.
Well, I
I'm
mean,
not
look,
saying he doesn't deserve it, but
as
if
much
those
as
white
Trevor
guys are getting
Lawrence
it,
has struggled, and then you managed to still give him an extension, and he bounced
correct,
back a bit this year.
correct,
CJ can still do it because he's still been making the playoffs,
correct,
even if
Yeah.
partly because of their defense more so.
correct.
He's still been making the playoffs. So.
Yeah, he ain't been
Playoffs.
horrible. He had like a 95 passer rating this season, but they're talking like he had the worst season in NFL history. Why? Because he's up for a big payday.
And the drop dead gorgeous Josh Allen, who what he had 4 interceptions in the first half.
Man,
And 3
trying to fuck the
fumbles.
ball over like I don't know what, and they keep avoiding. Now Ryan Clark, he will point out certain comparisons that them in the media do against like players that we talk about all the time.
Yeah,
And he be on Josh Allen's neck. He's
yeah.
like, wait a minute. Why are you guys not saying
Making excuses
Josh
for his
Allen
ass.
is the reason?
Correct.
When he can't compare him to Lamar,
Correct.
y'all blame Lamar.
Correct.
But he's like, Lamar has games where this guy dropped a pass, this guy dropped a conversion, but you still blame
It's the same
Lamar.
thing we do on Mouthpiece Included. We got to see if we can get Ryan Clark on the show.
There we
You know
go.
what I mean? Because that's exactly what we talk about. These are exactly the things we point out here on this show, bro.
Yeah, and he's just simply saying, like, why y'all ain't saying Josh Allen? He ain't never been in the Super Bowl.
Bro, I be having non-Bills fans. All of them are pink. How do you feel about Josh Allen? Don't you feel I feel so bad? Don't you feel? I'm like, I'm not a Josh Allen fucking fan. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I can give 2 shits about the number of Super Bowls Josh Allen's wins in his career. I'm like, and I'm offended. Ace, I'll be going in, and I'm offended that you're suggesting that I should. I'm a Chicago Bears fan, and they be like, they be getting red. They be like, well, no, it's just that he's such a good player and all this and that. Man, I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Ask me about about Ray Jackson if you want to ask somebody.
This son bitch got one of the best defenses in the NFL, and he had running game, and he can't get it done.
I said they're gonna have to fire McDermott when they was calling out for Tomlin's ass, who's my fraternity brother. I was saying, why ain't they calling for McDermott's job? He supposedly got a better quarterback than
right.
Yeah. Josh Allen only has one season that I say he played very good, and them not winning wasn't his fault. That was the year in Kansas City. I think it was the AFC Championship, and they were going back. It might have been the divisional playoff or the AFC Championship, and they were going back and forth scoring points, and they took the lead with like 30 seconds left, and then Carrot Top hit Tariq Hill, and he ran scattered all the way for a touchdown, and he lost the game. So I was like, yeah, that's not on Josh Allen. But outside of that game, every other game, he's done major stuff that they didn't win, but they won't blame him for whatever reason. They just keep overlooking.
And I want to be clear, I'm not blaming him necessarily either. But the only reason I blame him is because y'all like to blame Ray Jackson.
You blame everybody else.
Yeah.
They blame all the other quarterbacks.
DJ
like,
Moore,
CJ Stroud.
You haven't won this. Yeah, you haven't won this. You haven't. What does he want? I told you in my office when they compared. I heard these dudes talking, and they were like, "Yeah, if I could have a quarterback, man, I'd get and you know, if he was healthy, I'd get Joe Burrow." I said, "What?" They said it right behind my desk. I said,
"He wasn't one shit."
I said, "If you talking about health, I said, give me a healthy Lamar. He's won 2 MVPs." They're like, "Oh, but he's never won anything." This is exactly what they said. I said, "What does Joe Burrow want?"
What they said?
I said, "What does he want?" And they were like, well, he did get the Super Bowl." I said, he lost.
And they started talking about he didn't have no defense. That defense was terrible. That's what they started talking about.
I said, listen, Lamar has put his team in position a few times, but he can't catch the ball. If those guys drop the ball or something, That's not on him.
Lamar Jackson is dirty and black. When Lamar runs, he runs too much. When Josh Allen runs, it's the smartest run they've ever seen in football.
Yeah.
Here we got some stats here. Allen, he had 102.2 rating this season, 25 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Don't look much different than Nails except for completion percentage.
Let's
Total
look at their
yards.
schedule when you get done.
Okay, total yards. He had less than Nails. Now you take a look at career. It looks a lot like C.J. Stroud. He had 3 seasons where he's over 100 rating. 2020 was crazy, right? But then look, 92.2, 96.6, 92.2, 85.3, and we'll throw out his rookie season 67.9. I mean, and if you want to, and if you looked at fucking Lamar Jackson's stats, and then I get their age. Lamar Jackson's stats that, and they want to just call this guy the best ever. And they talking about this guy's better than Patty Mahomes all of a sudden. Look at Lamar Jackson.
We don't know what's in their hearts.
This is a poor season when he was hurt, and everybody talked about him because he's up for new money. 21 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. He had a higher rating than Josh Allen. You look at, we're not even considering his rushing yards, but look at his career: 100.3, 119.6, 102.7, 113 BMX, 113.3, 99.3. He's only had 2 seasons where he's been like under 100 rating, and you know, if you throw out his first season, like I don't know what everybody's seeing besides that one is dirty and colored, and the other one's drop dead gorgeous. I just can't.
Look, Lamar has won 2 MVPs.
Yeah, should have been 3.
Second, he's probably been
4.
second. He's probably been second in the running in 3 of them other ones.
Yes.
So it's like now again, because I know we always will talk about the quarterbacks, and you say, "Would you want Lamar?" And I say no, because he always get hurt. But these guys were talking about if they're healthy, because Burrow always gets hurt too. I said, wait a minute, if you're talking about if he's healthy, I was like, give me Lamar. He passes just as good as he does that Burrow does now.
Yes.
And he can run. So if you're talking about healthy, I'd take him in a heartbeat. 100% healthy and taking his best year, I'd take him all day over Burrow.
I mean, they're both dogs. Let's be clear. If anybody's
They are. But are you going to take this guy who ain't never won an MVP? He only really had 1 long run.
Oh, you talking about Burrow? Well, he's drop dead gorgeous.
Yeah.
No. And you got to start talking about the money. You want to talk about the money with the porn strip? You got to talk about the money
with Josh Allen and with Burrow. Yeah.
Yeah. They took all the money, and they can't sign anybody else to help them. You took all the money. You paid your damn wide receivers.
They ain't gonna do
that. Now you don't have no damn defense.
They ain't gonna do
took
that.
All the money, and now you want to figure out how the hell we gonna field a team to win a damn Super Bowl.
So what was you saying, Ace? The Bills wasn't playing nobody?
Yeah, let's look back at their schedule. You know,
their division is kind of weak, other than the Patriots.
But the Bears was last place last year. I mean, you know, nobody. They keep talking about how the Bears had to play one of the toughest schedules in the NFL last year.
They had Baltimore, the Jets, Miami,
bums,
and they were at home against Baltimore.
Yeah.
So none of these first 3 teams made the playoffs. Yeah. New Orleans didn't make the playoffs. They had the Patriots, in which they lost. And the Patriots are in the playoffs. Atlanta didn't make the playoffs, and they lost. Carolina made the playoffs, and they won. The Chiefs didn't make the playoffs, and they won. Miami didn't make the playoffs, and they lost. Tampa Bay did not make the playoffs, and they won. Houston made the playoffs. So what, they only got 3 playoff teams they played. Pittsburgh made the playoffs. That's 4. But they won. The Bengals did not make the playoffs, and they won. New England again. That's 5 games against playoff teams. Cleveland did not make the playoffs, and they won. Philly made the playoffs, and they lost. And New York didn't make the playoffs. So they had 6 games against playoff caliber teams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they were all there. every year they consider a top team in the NFL with the drop dead gorgeous quarterback,
And
and
they ain't playing nobody.
they're not playing shit, and compared to what the damn Chicago Bears have to face every year trying to win the division in the NFC North.
That division they're in, usually the better team can count like at least 3 victories out of 4 games against the bottom 2 teams of that division. At least, if not all 4 games against those teams that are basically the bottom of that division that they're in.
So you should be rested up heading to the damn playoffs. You should win your division and be a division winner, and they got none of that done this year.
Well, that's the
No.
key. Tom Brady did it. Mahomes did it. See, the Bears, once Nails, we lost Diesel. Once Nails get in a situation where if the North ain't that good of a division, man, we be beating up on each other all year, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And these other teams, they get to play. The Patriots all them years had a bum division. The Bills, even KC, bum division. So they're able to, like you said, get into the playoffs feeling good about themselves with a high seed, get a bye, and then it's just a matter of winning 1 or 2 games.
Right.
Yeah,
But
pretty
I
much.
don't think the North is going to get to that point where it'll ever be a bum division.
Well, if you want to crown Green Bay and you want to sit there and crown Detroit, you go ahead and crown them.
I'm not crowning.
You
I'm
crown
just
them.
saying they'll be more competitive than the teams that these guys are playing in their divisions. That's all. I'm not crowning them. Bear down.
It is, because if you watch like what is it, four teams in the NFC North, whenever they play each other, the games are usually competitive.
Yeah.
They're not, so they're tough games within our division.
Yeah, you lucky to get out of there with the injury report looking healthy.
Yeah.
Especially when you come to Chicago.
Yeah, the black and blue division. Now, speaking of CJ Stroud, now I don't know if you guys remember Dan Orlowski. He's the guy who ran out of the back of the end zone, didn't know where he was, wasn't seeing it. And he likes to talk about quarterback play for ESPN.
Yeah, he's a career backup, but he's like ESPN's golden go-to guy in terms of
quarterback
football.
Analyst.
They have him on every different little football show. You'll see him on Get Up.
He went beyond career
Take.
backup. He's one of those career backups when you look and you say, how does this guy have had a job this year, this long in the NFL, stealing money? There's some backups that are good, right? He wasn't.
Now, actually, I was going to give my Super Bowl take to him, but his time was up at the Super Bowl last year before they brought Karen in, and I gave what was the tight end? I gave Travis Kelce all of that glory to get them to the winning the championship.
Yeah, you lost your way.
When I lost
this
my
guy
way
had
last
mentioned
year.
Travis Kelce on this show all year, Diesel. He got out there in front of that Karen, and I'm looking for Travis Kelce to come out here with his girlfriend Shania Twain or whatever the fuck her name is.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah, Taylor Swift. And he was out there wearing a Taylor Swift jersey. I'm like, is that Ace?
Wait, hold on.
They didn't clone Ace.
But Dan Orlowski got right up right before they brought in Karen in to interview for the.
So Dan was there, and then they
yeah. I got a
colored
pitch.
butt was finna go up there. They brought in the Karen, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Orlovsky, man, he's on every show regarding the NFL. And he's got his favorite butt buddies that he's always Stafford. And
he loves Stafford.
Yeah, he
McVay.
loves Stafford.
He loves McVay.
Mayfield.
Yeah.
You know, there's certain guys that he's always on. Like he usually gives crap about Lamar, but he'll try to kind of cover it and say, "Oh no, I've always liked Lamar. I'm the biggest fan of Lamar." But he'll criticize.
He likes to say people make excuses for Lamar all the time, and he don't understand why.
Yeah, the same way Ryan Clark was on his head, like you make excuses for Josh Allen all the time, and when are you not gonna make excuses for him and just say he's the reason that it cost them the game?
Yeah, he had too many turnovers. He had 6 turnovers in a game, bro, and they fired the coach.
Man, yeah. Then the coaches like Lovie Smith winning every season, and you fire him over that game. That's the thing. Over that performance by your quarterback in that game,
Don't get me
and you
started on
fire your
Lovey.
coach.
Our local media has erased Lovey Smith from existence. They be
Yeah, for
talking about we
sure.
haven't beat the Packers since Dicker. We haven't beat the Packers since the 80s. We haven't done
Yeah,
anything.
what are you
Oh,
talking about?
yeah, I'm like, Lovey used to be on the Packers' ass.
Every year.
All the time. All the
Urlacher and
time.
all them guys, yeah. And I'd be in the comments, y'all just be put some respect on Lovey Smith's motherfucking name.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they skip right over him. Skip right over him.
But
But what
damn,
he said about CJ Stroud, that was
here we go. Yeah, it was, bro. It was. He should have been fired. ESPN made him apologize. You know, he didn't come out here on his own. He said it's objectively one of the worst games an NFL quarterback has ever had to suffer through. And unfortunately, from Stroud, hold on. This isn't him. Hold on. Let's get back to him. If you're Houston, you win that game with 31 other quarterbacks.
Yeah, that's just disrespectful.
31 other quarterbacks. You win that game. It's disrespectful to both teams.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. He shouldn't be saying he'll have takes like that sometimes. And that dude right there in the video clip, Rex Ryan, and God bless his father. But he makes what I consider idiot takes all the time.
Oh,
Oh, he's an idiot.
he be getting on coaches and he, you know, like he makes like really like he's looking for a coaching job and he don't understand his takes is what's holding him back. I
Yeah,
wouldn't
what
want
are
him. I
you
wouldn't want him in my organization.
saying all that stuff for? And he acts like Josh Allen is the greatest quarterback he's ever seen in his life. He swears by it, just swears by it. He's like, I'm taking that guy to start a franchise. I'm taking that guy.
Now
Well,
he
yeah, you
said,
should have took a guy like that when you was coaching Buffalo, and they kicked you up out of there.
yeah, he took butt fumble. I want to go back to Monday morning because after the Patriots Texans games, I went on and said Houston wins that game with 31 other quarterbacks. I want to apologize to CJ Stroud. I crossed the line. I don't ever want to do that in this role. I've been called out on it. Accountability, full stop. Shouldn't have done it. There's ways for me to say that in regards to CJ Stroud. Did the one thing that he couldn't do, and that's why they lose the game. I don't want to take away from the New England's defense as well, so full stop. That wasn't cool to me. That was wrong of me. Now, Sports Illustrated is saying he didn't need to apologize, and they're trying to say he's such a big man for doing it. Oh, yeah, they made him apologize. And if you're a quarterback, that's like a fraternity in its own.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I mean? Most quarterbacks be like, man, this is a hard position. Dude, you stepped out of the end zone.
Yeah. And you talking about anybody, 31 other quarterbacks. Train, you might as well say the train trip could have won the damn game.
In a
As opposed
contract year
to-
for this brother. In a contract year.
Well, but you know that's what they do when it comes to our money and us getting our money. In a contract year, they always got the ill words to keep us from getting our money.
Yeah, he could have. I mean, all of the media was pretty much saying what a bad game the Stroud had. So there was
was
all
a bad
kinds of ways
game.
you could have. It was, and there was all kinds of other ways to say that.
There's not
Yeah.
31
Saying,
quarterbacks I'd rather have than CJ Stroud.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. No.
You want Jason Stidham, whoever the hell that just lost the damn AFC Championship game.
And
You want
quiet
him?
as his cat, he cost them that game. You see the turnovers he had in the
Yeah.
first half, where he threw the ball like this, and they said, "Oh, that pass went backwards. That's a fuck." And it should have been a touchdown for the Patriots. They stopped the play. They stopped the play, and then they went back and said, "Oh, it was a lateral. Therefore, it's the Patriots' ball, first down from where they recovered."
So when
But
the
if they
Patriots
would've
picked it up, did they run it in the end zone?
Yeah, but they stopped
Blew the
play
whistle,
because
did
it was like it was a forward pass.
Yeah.
Incomplete.
He was 17 for 31 with 133 yards, 1 TD, 1 interception. And to hear they're racist, I don't know what's in his heart. In my opinion, racist head coach capping for Jared Stidham after the way he ran Russell Wilson out of town. I'm not saying Russell was great, but I just find it funny how they could do that and have this bum over on the sidelines that they promote.
Russell Wilson,
And
it would
wait a
have been the
minute.
perfect backup for that.
He would have been a
team
good backup for
into
them.
into this game.
With
Without
a
Yeah,
young
yeah.
quarterback, he could help and yeah.
You got this
Perfect.
bum on.
hadn't took a snap in like 3 years.
3 years. Stealing money.
And your damn starting quarterbacks on a rookie contract, because you could have anybody with some damn skills as your backup and your number 3 to help be ready to win a damn playoff game when it came time. But you picked this son bitch to lose a AFC championship game, and that's what you deserve.
And Ace, they praised their coach, Denver's coach, Sean Payton, for how he stood up for Jared and all of that. I'm like, he did zero for that for Russell Wilson. He did the exact opposite.
Yeah.
I think that a lot of the majority of the teams in the NFL, to me, take the backup quarterback position for granted. They really do. They just be like all in on their starters or nothing. But time and time, if we probably pulled up the stats, how many starting quarterbacks this year didn't play all 17? It's probably more than half where their starters didn't play, all of the games.
Well,
To me, you have to have a legit backup, man.
Yeah.
You got to. You just got to. It's too important of a position. If your starter go down for a couple of games, your backup can fill in.
Man, at least get you hold the fort down, get your 500 football until your starter comes back.
And I don't think you have that luxury when you have a competitive team and you have a starting quarterback on his rookie contract, and you can have a experienced backup that can win you some damn games.
Yeah.
When you got a starter on a rookie contract. So
yeah, but they don't want the young rookie looking behind his back and worried about, and they don't want the boo birds to be coming out talking about
your
the backup in. What's that, Ace?
Fuck your feelings.
Yeah, yeah. But I'm saying they don't want because the backup is always the best quarterback in the building, according to the fan base. Just like in Chicago, not everybody, but people want Bilbo Bajan. There's, out there on the field. The backup's always the best option.
And have you heard Bilbo after some of those games when they'll ask him of like certain plays that Caleb made or whatever, and he'll tell you, dude, there's no way I could have attempted to throw that ball that he threw and complete it. He's like, I'm going to write this one right here or that one right there. So when you hear a lot of these backups talk, if there are games that they're playing, what's the guy who filled in for Lamar?
I like that. Call it.
Man, that dude can play, man.
Yeah,
he
should have a starting job in the NFL.
Yeah, that's my whole point.
Same, and to do the backup for Green Bay should have a starting job in the NFL while you're developing a rookie. But nobody develops the rookies anymore. That's the problem.
If I'm a team
got to win on a rookie contract,
that's kind of got their team set, but they still looking for a quarterback, I'm signing old boy from Green Bay to be my starter.
Right. And then you bring in a rookie and you sit the rookie.
Sit him. Let this dude be our starter.
Yes.
Because our team is somewhat already developed.
Let him take all the hits and get the sack and all of that. Yeah.
Because he proved in the regular season and in the playoffs that he's a legit quarterback.
He's a gamer.
10 times better than when he came in the league.
Yeah.
He didn't even used to be able to pass at all when he came in the league. Now he's a totally different.
Worked on his game.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I just don't get it how I don't get it how these teams go and pick up these fucking head coaches that make no freaking sense.
Well,
man, you had this.
They drop dead gorgeous.
Well, I don't know if y'all remember when I said the tight ends will eventually be the most important job on the football field because the tight ends are done by white people. And that is happening now. And then, so now, once all of our young people start saying, oh, I can make money playing tight end and I don't have to be defensive end no more, let me switch and learn that skill. then they're going to start devaluing that, and it's going to be the left tackle. You know, that's what they do. It's always a position. It's going to be the fullback. It's always a position the white boys are playing that's going to be overvalued because it's about that money. And it's a
Yeah,
business. Y'all get too far gone to
it
say
ain't
that.
even that many damn fullbacks in the league no more. But they still
Well, they should
value
have
it
tied
like,
in back then. Yeah.
it's almost a forgotten position.
Yep. But yeah, so everybody's running 3 tight ends, so now everybody needs tight ends now. They're running that 13 personnel. It used to be all about the wide receiver, but those colors was making too much money and you know, getting too smart in the mouth. So now it's all about the tight end. We'll show y'all.
Buying Lamborghinis.
Gold chains, wearing gold chains and diamond earrings on the football field.
Baby mamas.
Yeah, the
Kicking
baby
it with Cardi B.
Now, I'm curious, how the hell does the Falcons sign Kevin Stefanski as their head coach? If you really think about it,
We don't know what's in their hearts.
It doesn't fit the fan base.
no, not at all. And it doesn't fit. I like they owner, but I could tell he's getting a little older, right? Arthur Blank, I think is his name.
Yeah, that's him.
But he's getting a little older.
He's not
right?
making the football decisions. It's
Nah,
the GM.
They
it's
said
probably
Matty
the
Ice is
GM.
their president now.
Yeah, Matty Ice.
And you go hire Stefanski, who basically wrecked shop with a quarterback situation there. He's coming to Atlanta, and Atlanta have been winning their games.
Chocolate City.
Last 5-6 games
They've got
won.
the biggest chocolate fan base in the
You
NFL.
trying to make sense of this? Go ahead, make sense of it.
Yeah,
I'm
make
trying
sense of it.
to. I'm trying to, but it's like now you got another QB situation, and I can tell you right now, I don't care if Penix was healthy, he still would probably pick Cousins to be his quarterback one.
He will. It's going to be a controversy.
I guarantee you,
He's not going to like his attitude
as QB one, and Penix, he, because of his injuries, which keep occurring, he I don't think he's ever going to get a fair chance as a starter.
What's wrong with penis?
You got
because he kept getting hurt in college, and he keeps getting hurt.
You got to put an offensive line around him. You got to protect your quarterback.
You bring him into Chicago and make him number 2.
They can't do that.
No.
Nails can't. No.
Yeah, he can handle it.
Bilbo is a cheap backup. So they I don't think they would do that, but I can see that coming now. He's gonna probably favor Cousins, and I think Cousins wasn't his contract up or something.
No, Cousins got another year.
Does he got another year?
But I see what you're saying. Are you bringing a coach that's ruined the last 8 quarterbacks he's had? Some of them have left there and went on to do decent things. And how is that going to develop Penix? It makes no sense, Matty Ice.
And you fired the coach that won more games than your current head coach you just hired.
The black coach.
Yeah.
When 70% of your fan base is black.
Yeah. And remember, it wasn't on I don't think you blame, oh boy, what's his name, Ryan was the starter, and he wasn't last year. Cousins, he started fucking up. So you put Penix, and then Penix starts, but he gets hurt.
Bro, they won their last 5 games this season. They was rallying behind their coach.
I know, and their defense was playing outstanding.
Right, you carry that into next season. That's momentum. That's what you're looking for.
We don't know what's in the coach and the general manager
is a defensive coordinator, wasn't he? Raheem Morris, wasn't he a defensive guy?
Yeah.
He was defensive coach, yes.
Now you gotta find all of that.
Well, with a name like Matty Ice, you don't know what's in his heart.
But he had more.
He made
more wins than Stefanski.
Yeah,
as a head coach, and you fire him, and you bring in a guy that's won less games than him as a head coach.
It makes no sense.
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about the NFL. Now, these are your finalists. So they used to just have the MVP voters just vote for who you think MVP is. Now they got first, second, third, and so they can come up with a list of finalists. Now, not one poor and stupid player Your league is 70, 75, it's 67% colored.
Yeah.
Not one poor and stupid player has made the finalists. You had a guy who broke the NFL record in sacks. You had that running back. Y'all know who I'm talking about. But now, what's CP over the year? What's that?
Colored player of the year.
Conference? What is that? Colored? What is C? What is this? Player of the year.
Colored player of the year.
It can't be. But you got Stephon Diggs. Conference. That's conference, I think. You got Stephon Diggs, Aiden Hutchinson, Trevor Lawrence, Christian McCaffrey, Dak, Black Prescott. Stephon Diggs, he got some baby mama issues.
No, that stands for comeback player of the year.
There you go. Good job. Good job.
My bad. I thought it was colored player of the year.
Yeah, I thought it was conference. Good job, Diesel.
Okay.
All right. Defensive player of the year. You got Will Anderson, Nick Bonito, Aiden Hutchinson, who y'all both had no interest in, Myles Garrett, who you both had zero interest in, lazy GM. You know, he's going to be hurt.
No.
We had too much money.
We had interest in him. We knew the Bears were not going to.
Blah, blah.
We knew the Bears were not going to pick up these guys because the amount of money that followed them.
Listen, Myles Garrett is a capper. He's a big-time capper. He said he don't want to play for them. He wasn't going to play for them. And then when they offered him more money, oh, hey, guys, I'm fine. I'm fine right where I'm at. All of that changed when they offered him some more money. So, that, like you said, just don't lie about it, right? Just come out and say, hey, I'm looking to get paid. I'm looking to get paid.
Well, maybe they talked to him, tickled his tonsils. Now,
somebody tickled his tonsils.
Now, Ryan Poles, it's Ryan Poles' job to get together some packages. If you got to move off DJ, if you got to move off this player and move off that player and move the money around, restructure, get this guy a deal where it's backloaded and all the guaranteed money comes after we win the Super Bowl, then boom, you could have had a Myles Garrett.
Just when it gets hard.
No interest in Micah Parsons. My point is, defensive player of the year, they're all colored except for Aiden Hutchinson. Okay. Offensive player of the year.
Let's drop dead gorgeous.
That
Micah Parsons deal, no.
What's that?
That Micah Parsons deal, no. No interest.
No interest, huh? All right. Bijan Robinson. This is a guy I think he should be on the MVP list. Finally.
Yeah, he should. Yeah,
he's on a rookie deal.
Puka, balling. Puka could have been on the MVP.
Rookie deal.
Drake May, rookie deal.
Rookie deal.
Christian McCaffrey. I remember you guys had no interest in Christian McCaffrey.
That is not true.
And
Diesel didn't. Ace, you might have. Okay.
I had no interest
but
in
Diesel didn't because he always talking about injuries.
Yeah, he's always hurt.
He was a stud.
He missed games this year.
He's always a stud.
Games this year.
Yeah, but he's a stud. He's a complete back, Diesel. He would have made you. He'd have made you. You wouldn't have forgot about Walter Payton, but he would have put you in the mind of walking paper.
No, he'd have put you in the mind of Matt Forte.
No.
Yeah,
this kid's much better than Matt Forte.
No, Matt Forte caught the ball, ran the ball.
I agree. He was a complete back. He could block. But this guy is Matt Forte on crack.
Yeah.
Don't have me pull up
Matt
the career
Forte didn't
not
get
crack
hurt.
on meth.
He hurt like this dude. He did not get hurt like he did. If Matt Forte would have been able to play another 3 to 5, another contract basically, then you're talking about potential Hall of Fame. If he could have played another 3 to 5, but he did.
But Christian's potential first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yeah, but again, half of them seasons he's hurt. He's out. So you know what I mean? It's like
it's football. They're gonna get hurt. They're not playing Nerf football with a flag.
Man, listen, but it's often. It's all. Well, pull up. No, I'll pull it up. How many games has he been playing each season since he's been in the league?
Yeah,
that's all you need to know.
Yeah, just look at number of games that he's played total, and then we could kind of know.
Right. But no, he's a gamer, man. It's just I can't. I like availability. He's one of them dudes that I know it's just not gonna happen with how he plays. And I low key be thinking he got like some low key CTE already, and they just don't be talking.
Christian McCaffrey is a stud.
He is, bro. But
You just don't like him because he's white. You don't
No,
like
because
white
he's
running
always
backs. You
hurt.
think they should be
He's
black.
always hurt.
Well, what do y'all think of this MVP final list? Drop Dead Gorgeous list.
Some bullshit.
Trevor Lawrence is on here before before this guy on the Browns. Trevor
Myles
Lawrence is
Garrett.
on here before Myles Garrett.
Absolutely not. Drake May shouldn't be on there
Over Myles Garrett.
before Myles Garrett or Dak Prescott.
I agree with that. And I think Bijan Robinson's got to be on this list somewhere too.
And the fact that you have no colors on the list is a travesty. We don't know what's in their hearts, but we know what's in their hearts.
Use the AI, Diesel, when you're doing.
He's missed
them kind of
23
stats.
games. McCaffrey's missed 23 games with the Panthers. He missed 14 games with the 49ers through as of late 2025, which equates to.
He's on the 49ers now.
I know, but they're saying up till late 2025. So he's missed roughly 27.5% of his games of his career. Of his whole career,
27%.
NFL career. So that
Compared
means
to who?
To him.
No.
That's
If you're saying he's missing these games, you got to compare him to some other players that have been mentioned as MVP.
I'm mentioning him, bro. I listen.
He's
2020
saying,
with the
he's saying you gotta look at
with,
you gotta look at how many does the average running back miss
right. I know, but I'm not looking at. I'm looking at
in their career.
Remember, and what I know of him is that fool always get hurt. 2020, he missed 6 games with a high ankle sprain and a shoulder injury. 2021,
ankle sprain, that's 4 games. Okay.
2021, hamstring strain, 4 games, and then an ankle injury the rest of the season.
Yeah, he was sidelined in 2020, 2021, and 2024.
Yeah, bro. I look, man. I'm telling you, the dude just missed too many games for me. That's all.
Yeah.
He was missed a total of 37 games. How many games has he played?
He to me reminds me, when he's healthy, of Marshall Faulk. That's exactly who he reminds me of. When he's healthy, he's like Marshall
Hall of Famer?
Faulk.
You're talking about Hall of Famer?
Yeah, first ballot Hall of Fame.
Yes, but Marshall Faulk, he missed games, but he didn't miss them like that.
So he's played 119 total games, including playoffs.
With the playoffs?
So he's missed 33% of his games.
33? Okay. So, yeah, that's just too many for me, bro. It's too many.
Yeah, I hear you. I mean,
I hear you, but he's a stud.
A player he is, though. But I'm like, so what do you do with a guy like that? Do you hold him out most of the season? And
well, I'll say this, Diesel. If he was black, he probably wouldn't even be in the league no more because they would have been all in the media talking about your best ability is your availability, and you can't pay him no money.
Exactly.
He can't be getting no money. He's only worth a 7th-round draft pick.
But you can't hold him out because he wants to play damn football.
Yeah,
so,
he want to play. He wants to play.
They would have devalued a black running back. That's all I'm saying.
I think, for sure.
At his age.
Yeah. Yes, no doubt. They devalue all of the positions for us, bro. All of them.
Especially if they got any reason. Give them any reason. I'm starting to think the NFL is behind it.
You think?
Yeah.
Like save money, but give the money to the. I mean,
go ahead and say it.
Look at the coordinators. So
you see how sexy Declan Doyle, he's getting interviewed for offensive coordinator positions.
What is he getting interviewed
Declan Doyle. I told y'all he's smart.
Like what?
I told y'all he's a smart, hot and sexy new name.
But they don't want to interview Bieniemy or Byron Leftwich.
Well, we're gonna talk about Leftwich, but we can talk about it now. But Bieniemy, he's about to get back in the offensive coordinator position at KC.
KC.
So what they're
Yeah.
doing is a soft firing of N-word, Nagy, the coach.
Soft. Soft my ass. That motherfucker's gone.
But it's a soft firing. Nobody's talking about it. They making it seem like it was mutual and that Nagy is interviewing for all these other offensive coordinator positions. No, Mahomes said, I want this dumb son of a bitch out of here. I want Bieniemy back in here. We need some accountability with these offensive players acting lazy and shit. So
he had the nerve to interview for some head coaching jobs. Never.
yeah, yes.
I'd have been like, you got some nerve showing your face around here.
But that's the point, Diesel. He's already failed as a coach. Now, when I was literally listening to, I think it was ESPN. They were talking about, it might have been Orlovsky. They were talking about Nagy and how he's a hot, sexy new name for these jobs. And then they brought up Bieniemy. And then right away they said, but he wasn't calling none of the plays. Andy Reid was. And they didn't say any of that shit about Nagy.
With Nagy.
It was literally the next segment. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That's the hypocrisy that goes on in the league that we're talking about. That type of stuff.
Dick N-word's going to end up in Cleveland.
Could you imagine if we would have had Nagy here as the coordinator with Caleb Williams?
He'd have ruined him.
It would have been a disaster.
He'd have ruined him.
Oh my God.
He'd have had all them plays. Nagy had plays like he should have been in a crazy home. They said he had plays written on the walls all in the basement, like a beautiful mind.
Like in what was that movie? With Adam Sandler, Waterboy. Yeah, those plays in the binder. And the other coach told him.
Hey, but Diesel brought up Leftwich, and we got a graphic here we're gonna show. We got a graphic we're gonna show. Porn Stupid, Leftwich. And then you got Drop Dead Gorgeous, guy who coaches a high school and started playing football. Byron Leftwich, despite being the Buccaneers offensive coordinator with Tom Brady, the GOAT.
Tom Brady, Drop Dead Gorgeous.
And the other one, the other offensive coordinator Brady had, he keeps a job, no matter how bad he does.
I forget McDaniels.
Yeah, that's it. Can't even land an interview for an NFL head coaching job. Now, remember, we're in the modern NFL where you need a hot, sexy new offensive mind, right?
Hot, sexy, yeah.
While Phillip Rivers gets one. Somebody make this make sense.
Mm-hmm. He's colored.
That can't be it. Come on. It's 2025, Ace.
Okay.
Make it make sense, Diesel.
Yeah. Man, it's the same old thing. Same old thing. Matter of fact, Phillip Rivers, as good as he played to come in off the bench cold, Denver could have used him as a backup and might have won the game today.
Because he's Drop Dead Gorgeous.
Yeah. They
didn't win one game.
Yeah, and they didn't want that pressure on that backup.
He didn't win, but that wasn't on him. I watched them games. That was not on him. He played well for a guy off the bench.
As a Drop Dead Gorgeous replacement quarterback.
Guys like him, they don't. You need bum veteran quarterbacks like we got to hold the clipboard. Guys like this don't want to hold no clipboard. They want to play.
No, they want to play. But to give him like interview for the coach and you don't even interview this guy.
Like Tom Brady ain't coming back to hold no clipboard for nobody.
No. Now I say Denver should have been, hey man, can you come play for us?
You be number 2, huh? You ain't the clipboard holder. You number 2.
Yeah, or if they had a good rapport with him, hit him up like if something happened to your starter during the season, like it did to the coach. Hey man, you want to come out here and play? Because he did, man. If you watch those games, he was balling. I mean, it wasn't like no superstar balling, but that ball, the way he played was good enough to win both of them games that he started.
He lost.
And but how can Declan Doyle? Well, he ain't getting head coaches interviews. He's getting this guy, Declan Doyle went from being a tight end something coach in Detroit doing nothing to working
Getting
under
his,
Ben Johnson.
getting his
To,
tonsils tickled. Yeah.
yeah. To being in the pipeline to be offensive coordinator, which means he'll be the hot new sexy name for head coach.
Allegedly.
Well, you know how these guys they go picking fruit from a tree that's
Go
forbidden.
hanging.
You know, that's
He's
how
from the
they
Ben
do.
Johnson. He's from the Ben Johnson tree.
Yeah, but a lot of times those trees are, it's forbidden fruit. What are you going picking that fruit for? When you need to be saying, "Hey, he wasn't calling no plays.
He wasn't game
Right.
time. No, he wasn't doing
It
shit.
wasn't him." But then they think like maybe he's holding some secrets that we don't know about.
Correct. Maybe
So,
he's learned some stuff, but that don't apply when you black though.
oh no, if you black coming from that thing,
You
man,
wasn't
he
doing
ain't.
nothing but installing, helping them with the play installs. You wasn't doing shit
Yeah,
intellectually.
you was making sure the Gatorade was stirred up
Right,
correct.
right,
Yeah.
right, right. It's right there in your face, people. And we point this out. Eventually, it's going to be pointed out by more uh, uh, media venues. You'll see, because we pointed some things out in the past, and then they finally be starting to talk about it. Like calling all the pink players smart and all the black players God given talent. You know what I mean? Athletic, as though the black guys ain't working hard to harden their bodies, as though as though Deion Sanders wasn't one of the smartest players you've seen playing the cornerback position.
No, they don't. They don't. They don't. I feel like a lot of the players respect previous greats and stuff like that, but it's like hierarchy in organizations don't.
No,
You know, they just don't. And you
no.
got coaches that respect them, but those coaches, they're for whatever reason, they're usually not in a position of power to speak on those types of players when you got others in organizations basically hating on those players.
That's why those others are being put in that position. They want to keep control. Overall, they just, in my opinion, they want to keep control. But Ace, we got your boy here. Your favorite GM. Let's find him. Here he is. Ryan Poles, ladies and gentlemen.
That's when
What
it
was
gets
your point of
tough.
view on the touchdown at the end of regulation?
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. It was a ridiculous throw, and that's credit to him and his genetics and his arm. And
genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
Ability to create and pocket awareness. And, I think this year I realized how athletic he is. Like, I knew he was a good athlete. He's a little awkward in his movements, but it's unique in the way that he can get out of things and move his body. So, he'll continue to get better and lean into the traits that he has.
New details.
So this season, according to Ryan Poles, he realized how athletic Milz is.
How sexy and athletic he is, yeah.
Nobody's got a problem with that but me, that this guy who recruited him, who gave him the playbook when Justin Fields was still on the team,
Yeah.
is saying that and watch him in practice for 2 years now, that he's just realizing, bro, I watched Caleb's highlight reel from college and I was like, damn.
So you're asking me to comment on the general manager that I wanted fired 2 years ago? Is that what you wanted me to do?
I mean, I wanted him fired too. Don't act like you're the only one who wanted him fired.
No,
But but I'm just saying, does anyone find Diesel? Do you find, we know how Ace feels about it. Do you find it weird that your GM is saying that he's just realizing how incredibly athletic his quarterback is?
Well, I could say it one way on each side. The good way, the positive way of saying, I didn't realize how athletic he was. You knew he was athletic, but you didn't realize how athletic he was by certain things he did on the field in games.
You
But
like
then
his
the
big
other
thighs.
side, would say, "Motherfucker, what was you looking at evaluating?
What
If
was
you
y'all
didn't fucking-"
evaluating?
Right.
Yeah. So it's kind of like
you know what I'm saying? Everybody knew that this kid was I don't say, I mean, part of the reason he was rated so highly as a prospect wasn't just his ability to throw the football, which is a
Yeah.
part of athleticism. If you can throw a football like Josh Allen and can't run, that's athletic. Peyton Manning was athletic. But my point is, it wasn't just his ability to stand in the pocket and process and throw the football.
I mean, if you'd been watching Mouthpiece Included, you son bitch, a year before the draft, you'd have known that he was generational in his athletic ability and his arm talent. Now you come in here at 2 years after he's played for the damn Chicago Bears, and you're figuring out how athletic he is. That tells me how stupid you are, and we should have fired you, like I said, a year ago. Or
And
2 years ago.
Ian Cunningham too, because he's a hot, sexy new name.
Yeah, should have got rid of both of them some bitches.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I'm making too much of it, but I was floored when I heard him say that. I wonder how long it took him to realize Justin Fields was athletic.
Yeah, Justin wasn't our quarterback.
All right.
Well, how long did it take him to figure out Justin Fields didn't have any damn help? He had Equinemius St. Brown and whoever that other son
He
bitch.
sat Justin down and said, "We're going to tear the team down. You know what I mean? Just bear with us, and then we're going to rebuild the team in your image." He flat out lied. Special teams, y'all. We want to give our year grades, total season and totality. What grade are you giving the special teams?
C. Average.
Man, we blocked that kick in Vegas.
I'll give
They
him a
always
B.
forget the good stuff.
I'll give him a B.
Yeah.
Because for the most part, most of our field goals were made.
Clutch, game winners.
Yeah, most of the field goals were made. We did have a slight problem at the start of the year with kickoff coverage and things of that nature, but they shored that up.
They cleaned it up.
Yeah.
We won a
Yeah.
game on the onside kick. I'm going to B too.
Yeah, I give it a B for the year.
You don't like a kicker. You said we need a kicker that can kick the ball 75 yards from one field to the
when we get our dome stadium that you guys have signed off on, then we'll
do. I ain't changed on that.
When they
You
build
don't
this
need no. You just watched this fucking game with Denver and New England, and their kicker couldn't kick a damn ball in their home stadium 40-something yards to get them a lead in their home stadium, and we got a kicker that can kick the ball 50 yards in Soldier Field with the wind swirling, the planes flying, and
all that stuff you whining don't change my decision. The motherfucker can't kick a ball past 55 yards.
We don't need it. We need a guy that can kick the ball in Soldier Field in December to win a damn football game.
That's a cap. Why the fuck
going to build
special teams a C, right?
Right.
Yeah.
C. Right. Okay then.
When the Zesty Dome is built, that you guys have both signed off on clearly.
Well, then my kicker have a B.
Then when they build the Zesty Dome,
he might not be here by the time that dome get built. So
damn right he's going to be here because he'll be able to kick the ball 85 yards in the damn dome. But we're outside in Soldier Field in December, January. He can kick
He's not going to be here by the time
we need him. And these guys around the NFL cannot kick the damn field goals in their home stadium.
Y'all spend more time on the kicker and Vince Evans than any other podcast on the internet.
Vince Evans should be a Hall of Fame quarterback in the NFL.
He got that turd stuck in his butt, so he's trying to push it out.
You just want a damn college kicker that kicked the ball in the damn SEC for 85 damn yards when nobody's rushing the damn kicker and win a damn game when they're playing some bum, when they're playing the Little Sisters of the Poor. This is the NFL.
He did great the special teams to be, though.
Yeah, well, who gives a shit?
All right. let's give our yearly grade on the defense overall on the season. Let's be fair, because I know they were the scapegoat for all the losses, and Zesty Caleb is the reason for all the wins.
I'll give him a C minus on the year. C minus.
Defense?
Yeah, defense.
For the year,
I'll give him a C plus.
Well, I'm going to cut the difference, and I'll give the defense a C.
We all in the same area.
Yeah, we're in the range. We're in the range. All right. Who was your defensive MVP?
Now, that's a tough one.
That is tough. But you like availability. One thing about Sweat was there all season.
Yeah, he didn't. He's known for trying to play through some injuries too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make him Sweat. Sweat is my defensive MVP this season for the Chicago Bears.
They tried to Pookie Sweat. They started the season. His black ass making too much money. That black son of a bitch.
Too much, $100 million.
If my man Booker would have played the whole season, started the whole season, I would give it to him, but he didn't. So
yeah, well, he's got to get strong enough to play a whole season.
He getting there.
I think. Damn, man, that's a tough one.
Jackson. I mean, Nashawn Wright was balling, man.
Yeah,
Byard led the league in turnovers.
was getting burnt a lot too, man.
But he led the league in turnovers. That's fumble recoveries and picks. And Byard led the league in picks.
I want to say Byard because he was there almost. I don't think he missed a game, right?
Nope.
No, not this season.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Byard.
I don't think he missed one last season either. Byard is like an Iron Man, bro, throughout his career.
I give him all the cocaine and the white women he can find in Chicago and bring him back for a couple more seasons.
All right, so we got a Byard.
Can I say that on YouTube?
Booger Sugar.
Booger Sugar, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Byard, and then we got a Sweat. I'm kind of torn between those two.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough because Sweat can get it. You can go with Sweat or Byard. Definitely, you can't go with none of the linebackers. If you did, it'd probably be a backup.
But Byard is a close number two.
They like 1A and 1B, man.
Yeah.
Fuck. I'm rubbing my bum. I'll say, shit, this is tough. It's a coin toss for me, bro.
Yeah, it's real close, bro. Real close.
Yeah. Head, Sweat, tails, Byard. All right, it's tails. I'm going with Byard. It was a coin toss. All right. Offense. What grade are you giving your offense on the season? You got your $13 million smart new offensive genius, hot and sexy name, with an assistant, Declan Doyle, hot and sexy name, with a poor and stupid running backs coach who's about to be going back, who's a two-time Super Bowl winning offensive coordinator, unlike both of our coordinators who just get to the playoffs and fizzle out. What grade are you giving the offense?
I give the offense a B minus. A B minus for me.
The drops?
Drops, inconsistent drives.
Yeah. 3 and outs. They had too many 3 and outs, bro.
Yeah, too streaky throughout the season. So I was tempted to give them a C plus, but with the comebacks that we had, all right, I give them a B minus. But yeah, that's
just the offense or is it coaching?
Just the offense. We're gonna get to coaching later. Players on the field.
B minus. Definitely. Close to a C, but I'll go B minus.
Yeah, it's close.
All right, I ain't gonna argue. Yeah, it is close to a C plus. But I'll go B minus. All right, offensive MVP.
Now look, let's do this for offensive MVP. Nobody can pick Caleb.
Correct. So we'll say offensive player of the year, and then
Yeah.
we'll save MVP for later.
Yeah,
Offensive player of the year.
yeah, without choosing Caleb.
Right.
You
Well,
know,
yeah.
pick a different player other
Yeah.
than Caleb, because we could all easily say
MVP
Caleb.
is always quarterback. So offensive player of the year, which is why I said these. Though they need to just change the award and make it like a Cy Young award. You know what I mean? Because in baseball, you can always pick a pitcher to be the MVP of the league if you're just gonna give it to a fucking pitcher.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the tight end, Loveland.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Loveland because he actually.
But you like
beginning-
availability. You know he missed a lot. He missed the early games.
But man, when he kept playing, but you know, I think he was out when we started the season, right?
Yeah, they drafted him hurt.
Yeah, so I don't really count that. But when he played, he made them those first few weeks. Everybody was talking about the other guy who got drafted before him, right? Warren. By the time the
Tyler
season
Warren,
ended, Loveland.
Tyler Warren
I'm gonna go with Loveland. I'm going with Loveland.
Ace.
And I can go another way too, but I want to see what y'all say.
I'm going. It's tough for me. It's not the rookie, but I'm going. I'm in between our running back and my clutch receiver.
Who? DJ?
Yeah.
Y'all not picking an offensive lineman?
No.
Joe Tony?
No, that's their job.
It's all their job. Nobody's doing this shit for
If
charity.
we picked the offensive lineman, it definitely wouldn't be the fucking center. He had too many fucked up snaps and shit.
I know, and he made the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, with blocks. He does that thing
blocks.
like every game. He whiff a
Drop
block
dead gorgeous
and make a bad snap.
Now you see why we was able to get him. Why they moved off his ass.
He good though. The plays that he ain't got those errors, he's pretty good, but he just kind of does that shit too often for me.
Man, we ain't had a solid center since the what's his name?
85.
Olin Kreutz.
Olin Kreutz when he was with under Lovey.
Yeah.
DJ is my DJ.
Nasty.
You going with last night? The DJ save your life?
DJ is my DJ.
That is interesting, y'all. Loveland did make some big plays, and so did DJ. Won games. They both Loveland to get them third down plays to keep the drives going, and DJ was the cherry on the top.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the running back. I'm gonna go with Swift.
Okay. Yeah, that was my other choice.
Who was your other choice, Diesel?
I was gonna say both of the backs because they complemented each other. I think because of they both the way they played all year, you didn't really have one or the other get hurt because they could relieve the back, and this guy could produce when he relieved him, and this one could produce when he relieved him, and therefore we pretty much had two healthy backs the whole season.
I still wonder what Roshan would have looked like if they'd have gave him some more carries.
Yeah, no, interesting about. I really want to know what the story is behind Roshan and what is his role next year or non-role.
Right. They didn't even use him in short yard. Bro, he was balling the one time he got some opportunities. Even this season, he was getting like 7 yards a pop.
Man, if I'm Roquan, I would Roshan, I would be like, man, listen.
Trade
me. Man. No. I would be like, man, I'm gonna be the best special teams player y'all ever seen because he ain't getting no clock at all. Remember, even in the game in Cincinnati, the other back scored a touchdown.
Yeah.
When he came and relieved both of them.
He must have got in Bieniemy's doghouse.
Something. They get in doghouses and they be keeping it in-house. We don't know what be going on. We just know that we don't ever see the player.
Right.
And until we see him again on the field, and we like, damn, where's he been? And the sports media be asking the same questions. They go harder than we do. I want to know, where is so-and-so? What is he doing?
And I want to take it a step further.
Used?
Why did you give him so many reps last fucking season and start developing this son of a bitch, and now he ain't playing at all? and you ain't
Different.
cut.
That's a different coaching style.
Yeah.
Then cut them. Move off of them.
Well, I mean, that's the dichotomy between your new coaching staff and your general manager that drafted him.
Mm-hmm. Good point. Good point. GM drafted him, coaching staff. He don't really fit their system.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll probably be gone. He'll definitely be gone in the offseason. He'll be one, which we're going to get to shortly. All right, so we did that. Let's give overall coaching grade on the season. I'll start out. I'm going to go B+. Hey, man, we went 11-6 at the end of the day, beat the Packers twice. This coach had nothing to do with winning 3 of the last 4 against the Packers, but we beat them twice, eliminated them, ended their season. I had the Bears going 10-7. They exceeded that. I had us flirting with the playoffs. They actually we won the division. So that and flip the culture. So yeah, B+. Because this camp, this ain't just game day shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
B+.
I'm gonna go B-. Yeah, I'm gonna go B-.
Damn.
Yeah.
You heard on BJ and the boys. They had one of the best coaching staffs. Everybody's flirting with their coaching staff right now.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if you look at it in a totality, I sometimes he's being too cute and sexy with his fucking play calls.
Mm-hmm.
He's not calling runs when he should call runs. He's calling
kicking.
He's calling the wrong type of pass plays when he should be calling something smarter.
Going for it on fourth too much.
Yeah, that Detroit hangover, taking over part of that genetics that coach in Detroit has. And then not just him, but on the defensive side, stuff I was screaming for Dennis Allen to adjust before halftime.
Dick Dennis Allen.
He started picking it up near the end of the season
because they got healthy
quicker. Well, no, but he was adjusting quicker. The same play calls he wasn't calling after like the first drive of the first quarter. Whereas
if I got my great grandmama playing slot corner, I'm not calling the game. I'm not calling the same shit I would call if I got Kyler Gordon.
Well,
I'm sorry, I'm just not as a porch.
I would have benched my great grandmother and had another motherfucker.
Yeah, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
Right. So, but that's overall. That's just my B-.
You said he would have benched his great grandmother. Cause your whole family, boy, the uncles would have pulled up. They'd have had a family meeting and shit.
Kicked your ass right in the parking lot.
Ain't got no respect.
Brakes off your ass.
Ain't got no respect. He benched Big Mama. All right. He said B-. I said B+. Go ahead, Ace.
Yeah. Like, why you benching Big Mama? Because she out there running around in some fucking Sauconys.
And they ain't talking to you. They just finna beat the brakes off your ass in the parking lot.
Yeah, you can't bench Big Mama, man. You know what I'm saying? That's Tyler Perry.
Disrespectful.
Yeah, that's Tyler Perry. You can't bench Medea. All right. Go ahead, Ace.
I'm looking at a B.
Right. He split the difference.
Yeah, it was a season of change. It was a season of culture change. And what I mentioned at the beginning of the season, it had to be a season of patience. And the fact that the patience got you to the NFC divisional round and you lost your patience in a divisional game, which had got you to the NFC championship game. I'll go with the B. Hopefully, as Coach BJ mentioned, that they're gonna break it again down
to the studs, starting over from the foundation.
Yeah, and work on whatever team that's coming back, the players that's coming back, and whatever we need to do to get to the next level next season. I'm gonna leave them with a B, and hopefully Brian Poles isn't involved in making this into the next season.
He's involved. I don't know what you got against black GMs and black special teams coaches.
I don't have nothing against black GMs or black special team coaches, but I know Ryan Poles has no idea what the hell he's doing. and we'll see what our special team coach has going into the next season.
Well, we're going to grade polls.
You got to give Coles credit, man. You can't.
No, Coach
I
B,
know you don't
I
want
give Big Dick Allen credit for the players that came in last year.
Yeah, I know you want to, but you can't just do that. But okay, we'll get to that.
Yeah. Well, go ahead. Y'all want to do it? Polls.
Oh no,
What grade are
it's
y'all
like
giving Ryan Poles? He brought in some offensive linemen.
giving-
He brought in CJ. What's his name? The slot corner with the three names, Gardner Johnson.
Big Dick Allen told him to bring him in.
But he did it. He could have said no. I'm not going to.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And
he's
then
responsible for Caleb being here. He's responsible for Monunga being here.
A trained chimp could have got Caleb here.
He don't give him credit for getting Caleb, even though
he's not gonna give him credit.
Even
he
though
drafted
Ace would have stayed
Monunga in the
with JF1.
7th round.
Okay, and there's been plenty of running backs who went before him that didn't produce.
There's plenty of them that did.
Yeah, that was a great move. You can't knock him for the Monunga. That was a great move for the Monunga.
He could have drafted Trey Hendrickson. He could have drafted Stevenson from the damn New England Patriots. It was players available. But once we got the offensive line fixed with the suggestions of his head coach, then we could go get some damn running backs.
Pickups and free agency. You got to
Like
count
who?
all of that stuff.
Like who?
The center we got, Tooney we got, all of that free agency. Okay.
That was the head coach.
Ben Johnson gave gave Poles
everything. So look, everything that's a plus, he want to give it to Ben Johnson.
to the white boys.
Anything that's that ain't
a negative,
exactly
he wants to
up
give it to his black.
He want to
ass.
blame it on Poles.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
He had 3 years to bring in the offensive line. Well, who did he bring in when
He
Justin
brought
Fields
in
was
Ben
here?
Johnson.
Yeah, him too.
Right. Now
So
I'm
he-
talking about before Ben Johnson got here, when we had a quarterback and that needed an offensive line. Who did he bring in then?
This should take time. They might not have been free agents.
Oh my gosh!
No, he brought in some messed up linemen that didn't work out. Okay, we can admit that. You know,
if those dudes wasn't available, then how you gonna bring them in?
well,
He brought in the guy from Tennessee and gave him $40 million. This guy didn't even want to play football.
the right guard, and he brought in Tevin, and he brought in the one that y'all were gushing over, who's probably not going to be re-signed, the left tackle, the one who couldn't handle the bull rush and got out there and told the world.
Braxton Jones.
Yeah, when you
And
come
he brought
straight at
in,
me, I don't know what to do. Yeah.
And he brought in Eberflus.
Re-signed Eberflus.
Yeah, his buddies. Yeah.
But we're grading him on this season, okay?
All right.
Okay.
We ain't grading them over last season.
Right.
We can't because those guys that he drafted, he had no interest in. Now we bring in a head coach that has some damn interest in players that can win football games. You bring in those guys, and all of a sudden we're 11 and fucking 6.
All right, let's go to the grading. We've had the discussion. GM Ryan Poles, who BJ said that Ryan Poles was very involved, which is the GM's job as far as the weekly roster, right? The weekly 53-man roster, who's up and who's down. And BJ said he was pleased with Ryan Poles. I'm just throwing that out there. What grade are you giving Ryan Poles, Ace, for this season in a vacuum?
D-.
D as in David?
Yes.
Yeah, he's on that hashish. Mm-hmm.
D as in Diesel?
D-, based on him being the general manager to make the calls to bring in the players in.
Diesel?
B+.
You like
That's
him?
such a big difference.
Yeah, I'm not a hater. He don't like him from the jump street, so he ain't gonna like him. He not gonna like him if we win the Super Bowl. If
He
we
had
won
3 years of bringing in bums.
if-
He brought bums in for 3 years.
If we'd have won the Super Bowl, he wouldn't. He still would feel the same way about Ryan.
He had
Poles.
3 years of bringing in bums.
That's all you need to know.
I'd like to see his hit percentage versus if you want to do all the years versus other GMs hit percentage, because most GMs don't hit a majority of the time. That
For
being
sure.
said,
So you tell him to grade on this year, and he talking about 3 years ago.
right.
So that explains to you his thought process. So
I'm gonna give Ryan Poles
Crown him.
no, I'm not I'm not crowning him. I'm gonna give him a C plus for the season. All right. I'm gonna give him a C plus for the season. I mean, I think D1 is a D minus is very, very low for the
Harsh.
man. I like the
Okay.
fact that he stayed in the background. He wasn't out there doing all them podcasts. He wasn't
Yeah.
out there holding press conferences every
He couldn't.
4
We
weeks.
had a new coach.
Yeah, I
Told him
know
to shut
BJ.
the F up.
Yeah. All right. All right, we jumped to that. What about MVP? Season MVP. Usually goes to the quarterback, but it could
yeah,
be
that's
anyone.
that's Caleb. That's Caleb. I mean, we
Mm.
ain't. I mean,
Yeah.
because did we do a defensive MVP? Well, we did defensive player.
You give it to the special teams
Yeah.
coach?
Well, I'm gonna give my MVP to Caleb. Ace, who's your season MVP?
That's tough.
You just
gotcha.
Caleb's not a bear to you, and you don't want to name a non-bear season MVP.
No, I just say he's working on being a bear, and his. I like Caleb as my quarterback, but
you don't have to pick Caleb. Who is it going to be? Sweat?
No.
Who do you pick on offense? It's going to be DJ Moore. Is DJ Moore your MVP?
No. It's tough.
Who the hell can it be if it's not one of those? Byard? Jiminy Crickets? Jalen Johnson, who toughed it out and came back and
absolutely not. I'm gonna go with
you gotta go with Nails.
I'm gonna go with Caleb with his progression.
Yeah.
Through the 2025 season.
Yeah, you gotta go with Nails.
Hopefully it continues on and through the preseason.
Are you crowning him?
Next year? I'm not crowning him, and I'm not making him a bear.
He's crowned. They crowned him all over the league. Everybody I talk to, they get up in the whip, boy. Oh, Caleb. Oh, they crown him. I'm like, you want to crown him? Nobody wants to crown him though. When I be like, you're gonna crown him?
That's how you know it's bullshit. But if he wins his next game against the Packers, I'm gonna have to crown him. But
man, he beat the Packers 2 more times next year, man. Hey. Like I said, when he beat the Packers at the end of last season, I told y'all, talk your ass off about that 10 straight. I kept saying, he beat the Packers, baby. In Green Bay, he went up there and beat them son of a bitches.
Yeah.
That's when I knew it was something about his little weird ass.
Yeah.
I played in rivalries before. I played in rivalries all the time. I played in rivalries in high school. All right. Yeah, something special about him. All right, let's see.
Yeah, he's a good kid. So I'll take him for this season as our MVP. Looking for more out of our coaching staff next year to develop the offense a little bit more. But it's the first year in Ben Johnson's offense. Hopefully they layer some more plays in there between the running game and the 12 personnel, and and Caleb develops again. It'll be an easy choice for MVP next year.
All right, let's take, before we get to the final words, about a few minutes to cover this topic. Who are we moving on from? The phrase that the great Packer backer Courtney Cronin made so famous. Moving on from Justin Fields. Brought it out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Blindsided me with it. And now she's an outed, Cap outed her as a Packer backer. And she didn't deny it. But that being said.
And she been a low key hater on most of. She was low key hate. She wasn't low key. She was hating on Caleb last year. She
Yeah.
was hating on a lot of the Bears last
She's a
year.
packer
Now,
backer.
Yeah, she's
all of a sudden now you like co-signing and they going to you for analysis and stuff. I'm
ain't
like,
they?
man, if y'all don't quit talking to her, man, she
Going
just
to a
sucks.
Packer backer on ESPN for Bears and Talk Bears sports. I mean, Papa Bear Hallis is rolling over in his grave, God bless him. And so is Mama Bear.
Now
All
let's
right.
see. Out of those 5,
Now, yeah, these are notable free agents. Out of these 5, who are you moving on from? And then we're going to discuss players that aren't free agents that y'all want to move on from. Next week, part 2, we'll get into who are replacing these players with, the types of moves we're making. And then when you say if you're moving on from the other players, are you moving on in a trade? Or are you just going to cut and run? So Kevin Byard, I think we all considered him flirting with Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah,
I want to keep Byard. If he been healthy like that and he makes plays,
his whole career he's been healthy.
I'll keep him. Brisker.
Hold on. Ace, you agree with that?
Oh
you
yeah,
keeping Byard?
Ooh, we got a safety problem, which we don't have any safeties on the contract. So
We sure don't.
Byard, as our veteran,
He said he wants to finish the deal. I
with the
think he'll
Bears.
take a team-friendly deal because he wants to go into media and all of that. He's got his pot. I don't think he's been done with his money. He don't come off to me as a Pookie or a Ray Ray.
Okay, so yes, we can keep Kevin Byard as a captain of our defense into next season. Yes.
All right, so we're gonna keep Kevin Byard because I agree. This was hard for me because y'all know how much I love Jaquan Brisker.
Mm-hmm.
If you keep one, the other one gone because they can't afford both.
Now, why can't they?
They can't.
This is where you got to get creative with these other moves we're going to be considering, like who's on the roster we might be able to move on from.
Yeah.
So first you got to make a decision. Are you re-signing these guys? And then your job is to figure out how to make it happen financially.
Right.
But I just believe they're only going to keep one of those guys. And if it was Brisker over Byard, I'm not even giving him a regular guaranteed contract. It's going to be laced with incentives because he just misses he's subject to miss too much.
You're going to give him a Pookie clause?
I'll give him whatever clause it is to keep you making games.
So it sounds like Diesel's moving on from Brisker. Ace?
Well, we got to flirt with Brisker in free agency and see what his value is.
So you're going to dangle him out there, let him go out and see what he could get. Can't you franchise him?
Oh, he ain't getting that kind of money, man.
Yeah, you can franchise him.
Yeah, but I ain't about to pay him that kind of money.
No. I mean, with the fact that everybody in the league has the same questions as the Bears do as far as his injury history.
You saw the last game he played. Y'all gonna ignore that?
I know he played like a stud, but he's got to make business decisions during the year.
Listen,
and if he signs a deal with the Bears, showing he makes the business decision during the year, but he's available to play like a stud during the playoffs.
This is hurting my heart. Sounds like both y'all moving off Brisker, willing to move off.
It sounds to me like you've been sending Brisker boxes of candy, roses, and flowers all throughout the year, and nobody knew this until now.
Brisker's he's a Bear.
He is a bear, but there's limits to keeping him on the roster at this point. Again, if I gave him an incentive-based contract, then we could talk. He not the type gonna want that.
You want to give him incentives. Ace want to dangle him out there on the open market like he's a prostitute.
I mean, in the playoffs, he played himself out of Chicago. I'll say that. His play during the playoffs played him out.
I see what you're saying, Ace. Other teams are going to offer him more money than. But he got to remember, he's a Ryan Poles guy. And Ryan Poles might have those proclivities towards him that Diesel, you're suggesting I got. Poles drafted him.
Yeah, but Poles drafted him and he ain't sent him a box of candy or flowers since. You know, so I mean, no, I
Well,
can't.
I want to resign
So you
both of
want
them.
Brisker and you don't want Biden.
I'm resigning them both. And I'm
Man,
gonna
you
tell
gonna
y'all
take
how
that's
I'm
gonna
gonna do
take
it
up too much
later
money,
on in the
bro.
show. I'm gonna do my job as a damn GM,
All
and I'm
right.
bringing them both back because when you
Okay.
move off somebody, guess what? That's a hole you got to fill, and we don't have time to be filling holes. We got the trenches to rebuild, and that's what I'm focusing on this season.
And the major problem is that Brisker's a younger player. I don't know what kind of deal, team friendly deal Byers got to take, but Brisker's
Byers
coming
going
off
to get a
his
3-year contract with a 1-year team option. And his guaranteed money is going to be front loaded, and I can cut him at any time after next season.
well, whatever, however that works toward the salary cap, we'll see.
Well, and we'll see. We can go more in depth next week with it. But I'm telling y'all, I'm raising hell and high water to keep both of them. All right, what
I got
about Braxton Jones? You guys were high on him all last season. He's doing all right. I just be bringing him up like, fuck this guy. But you guys, he's all right. He's Braxton Jones. You know what I mean? Are you re-signing Braxton Jones, Diesel?
No.
Under any circumstances. If he came to you and said, I want a team-friendly deal, I'll take peanuts.
Oh well, then hey, have a seat. Sit on down here. Let me holler at you.
Take that box of Cracker Jacks, boy, and see what prizes in there.
Second or third string, because we gonna get us a left tackle either in the draft or free agents. So,
Ace, do you
you
agree?
want to stick around? So be it.
He ain't gonna want to stick around. Ace, what about Braxton? Are you re-signing the colored left tackle?
You're talking about throwing money around like the Bears don't have. You're talking about getting a left tackle in free agency. You know how much money that is?
I said free agency or the draft.
Yeah, he said or the draft. So
the draft, they're looking at a defensive player.
But we might need a left tackle now that
You don't have
Trapillo
to
is
get
hurt.
a left tackle in the first round
What?
or the second round.
Well,
You
now
can
that
get left
Trapillo is
tackle
hurt, they saying
or
we might be
third.
right back and needing a left tackle, which I said early in the season we need a damn
Yeah.
left tackle.
Yeah, we do. And you're looking at Oz
being out next season.
Yeah, being out the entire season. So, Braxton Jones, yeah, he's got to go. I would rather have the Canadian Eagle here as opposed to
But
a
if
guy.
Oz is out, you still got to have a backup swing tackle. You still need a tackle. But you can get that in the draft in the 5th round.
You got to draft that or go out and find somebody
dirt
more
cheap
stupid to back up. But there's no way I'm going to re-sign Braxton Jones off his rookie deal.
Okay, we're in agreement. We don't want to spend a lot of time on Braxton. Thanks for your service, Braxton. You served the Bears honorably. Yeah. All right, what about one of these guys with the assassin's name, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson?
Gone without a trace.
Coming back as a
safety. But he could play some safety.
Gone. They didn't want to use him as a safety. Gone.
But if you moving off Brisker, you might want to bring him back.
I'm not bringing him back. I'm going to get some new, young, fresh talent or a free agent. That dude's gone. They wouldn't use him as a safety. They got him labeled as a safety, but they kept using him as a cornerback.
Because they had Kevin Byard and Brisker.
I don't want him. You could have put one of them, Brisker or Byard, would have played a better corner.
He keeps thinking his great grandmother could play slot corner. Ace.
This is not Madden, and Chauncey Gardner is.
Why you want to keep that dude? He's slower than slow now.
Nobody said they wanted to keep him. We're just pushing back on the comments.
Asking me, He's gone.
Okay.
All right, Ace.
We don't have any safeties on the contract right now.
Okay.
So if we can bring him back as the third or fourth safety at a team-friendly deal, which I'm sure we can, I'll bring him back.
So you have interest in signing him because he's going to be cheaper than Jaquan?
as a 3 or 4, he's definitely going to be cheaper than Jaquan. And I don't know if we're going to replace Jaquan by the draft or by free agency. But
y'all just disrespectful. Jaquan be coming up
Listen,
stuffing that run. He
I'm
stuffs
telling
that
you about the
run.
salary cap.
All right. It's all about the McCaskey family's money.
I'm telling Gardner Johnson, hey man, make sure you stay in shape throughout the season. Because then if we like get in a position, we ain't gonna have him on the roster. But if we need to go sign
Oh
him
no, he ain't gonna be on. Somebody gonna pick him up.
No, nobody gonna pick him up. He was available when we got him.
But he balled out.
You got to no. He balled out for the first couple of games, and then he went to shits. If you remember, he got into a lot of issues.
He's playing the
with
wrong
other
position.
teams. Yeah, he got into it with a lot of issues with other teams. So he went cold turkey. Nobody had him on their roster.
So
he was lucky.
you're saying you're gonna put the Ray clause?
No, I'm
Ray
just telling,
clause
hey, man,
in his contract.
Hey, stay and if nobody picks you up, just stay in shape throughout the season.
You fucking
we brought him in as a slot corner, and he's a safety. He didn't have the speed to play a
corner anymore.
Slot corner.
Okay, I'm moving off of him because I'm staying with Bayer and Brisker. And good job, Chauncey. You served us admirably. Maybe to Diesel's point, if nobody picks you up, we got an ice cream truck for you. You can lease it from us. You can lease the ice cream truck from us. Don't be eating too much of it. We want you out in front of Hallis Hall every day serving ice cream to these pink kids because white people like to eat ice cream in below zero weather. Now, Nashawn Wright, Jimmy the Crickets. He's going to be looking for a big payday, and I don't think he's worth it personally. Nashawn Wright, guys.
He's gone. I don't want him. I don't want him. I'll take Tariq.
I don't want him either.
I take Tariq Stevenson over him because at least when Tariq Stevenson is covering people, he's in the vicinity.
And our other corner is going to be healthy again. What's his name, Ace?
Terrell Smith.
Terrell Smith will be back next season, bro.
Yeah.
He was balling.
I believe Nashawn has played his way out of Chicago, and it's no detriment to him.
You're saying the salary cap, we won't have the money, right, Ace?
Yeah.
Somebody will give him a little guarantee of like 20 million in their deal.
Yeah.
I
don't know about all that, but I believe he played his way out of Chicago.
Yeah, he
did. They'll give him a guarantee of that much. The contract will be for more, but he'll get at least, 15, 20 guaranteed. So
what do you think? He'll get a 3-year deal from somewhere?
Probably so. 3 with the team option, maybe of the 4th. And then, they can always cut him after 3 years or something, if they want to save money.
All right. Especially, they say our DB's coach is getting a lot of offers too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Al Harris.
So wherever he end up, he might be willing to go get Nashawn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he'll probably take some of them people with you. He might take Gardner Johnson if he's.
He can take them.
Yeah,
like I said, he
can go with him and sign the deal at the same time.
He's gonna be running the ice cream truck. He's gonna be doing taxes off of the truck. You know what I mean? And also selling Bitcoin. That's gonna be your position, C.J. Gardner Johnson. And when we're ready to have you assassinate somebody, we want you at the ready.
Pose with onions.
Yeah. All right. So what about the general roster? Now, I've been listening to CHGO Sports, and I swear every black player, the only players they're ready to move on from are black, and every white player they sit there and cape for.
Yeah.
Every single one.
Like Coach and Loving, and they don't want to rework Cole Kmet's deal. Yeah.
So we'll start with Kmet. If he doesn't want to restructure his contract to where it's team friendly and we can get that cap number down, that cap hit lower, are you cutting him?
I'm gonna play that record that KRS-One had.
What's that? He's had so many.
Do you ever think about when you out of here? That's exactly what I'm gonna play when you say I don't want to restructure my deal.
But he's a great blocker. You see the blocks he was making?
I don't give a damn.
He's a wolf artist on a lot of them damn blocks. We've been covering that stuff since he's been in the league.
And he's making
Overrated.
12, 13 million.
Yeah, man. You can get tight ends now, a dime a dozen, and they be decent. So
Yeah, you got to go.
yeah, we got no love for him. They'll find a way to try to keep a dude like that.
If we cut him, which I'm going to cut because I'm going to spend this money on Jaquan Brisker. If we cut him, it's going to free up $8.4 million in cap savings.
And we could trade him. Teams would love to have him.
What's Kyle Pitts making out of in Atlanta? I think his contract.
Yeah,
I don't know, but these if you trade him, does that get rid of the cap hit?
Yeah, because you're getting the asset. So it basically whatever his salary is, that other team gonna be paying it, and depending on what that person is or what you get in return,
we might have to get a draft pick for him. That way, we don't take on more salary.
Yeah,
but what are they willing to give this bum who's getting paid all this money? What, we're going to get a 6th-round pick?
No, you get a 4th.
You drop dead gorgeous.
Yeah.
You drop dead gorgeous.
Tight ends are in need throughout the league.
They are. They are the hot, sexy new
and he's
new position.
Artificially hyped. Okay.
He had 30 receptions for 347 yards.
That's ridiculous for a guy making $13 million a damn.
I'm cutting him. I'm sending a message up and down the locker room. I'm cutting him.
Hey, I'll trade him and get. I mean, you can cut him if you got to, but if somebody want to give me a 4th-round pick, for
I don't think you're gonna get a 4th-round
pick.
Man,
you got to get a 4th round.
Bro, what GM you gonna find to do that? They know you got to get rid of him. They know he only had 30 catches last season. If they do it, you taking on a player salary dump that they doing.
He's artificially hyped. So they already thinking they getting somebody that's good, a good tight end, good solid.
Well, why are we moving off of him?
I think he's in the last year of his deal, so
because we know
that could help a team. I see what you're saying, Ace. Yeah. That could help a team that's trying to rebuild. Maybe he can go to the Raiders or something. But maybe put him in the package for the defensive end on the Raiders.
Maybe so, but he got to go. I'll get if I'm just trading him straight up for a draft pick.
You trading him or cutting him, Ace?
I'm getting a 4. At least a 4, or I cut
the
him.
Best beneficial deal for the team. If I can trade him, you get a draft pick or
what kind of draft pick you think you're gonna get for this bum?
Cole Kmet, I'm probably looking for a 5th round.
Damn.
And
oh boy.
Trading off his salary.
Well, if I can get a 4th round pick, I'm trading him too. All right.
Yeah.
I trade him for a 5th round pick.
I think you underestimate how they think about
the white boys.
Tight ends. Yeah. I think you underestimate how they feel about it. But we know the truth.
Yeah.
So I'll be happy to.
I trade him for any draft pick. If somebody's willing to take that salary off my hands and give me a draft pick for it, I would trade him. I personally don't believe that offer's there. So if that offer's not there, I'm cutting them.
That's because they don't think that the Bears is shopping. But
right.
I'm telling you, I'll be like, hey guys, what's on your mind?
He's not a BJ guy, nor is he a Poles guy.
Not at all.
But he was born. What'd you say, Ace?
We can get a guy out there that's poor and stupid.
Poor and stupid.
And they can catch 1 to maybe 2 passes a damn game.
Whatever draft pick we get for him, we can go draft a tight end with that pick. Okay. Go ahead.
All of his plays, as far as a number 1 tight end, we know are going to Colston Loveland as of now.
Okay.
So I don't see his importance, especially at his salary cap number in the Chicago Bears offense anymore as of the season ending last week.
All right, let's talk about DJ Moore. We're not going to get into whose fault it was, blah, blah, blah. He's a wide receiver for the Bears. He recently finished this past season with 50 receptions, 682 yards, 6 touchdowns in the regular season. He was a 1st-round pick in 2018, so he's getting up there in the crawl. He came out of Maryland, spent his career with the Panthers, as we know. Recent news reports indicate speculation, they didn't say this about Cole Kmet, regarding Moore's future with the Bears due to his significant cap hit of $28.5 million for the upcoming 2026 season and a dip in production. However, Bears general manager, who Ace hates, Ryan Poles, has defended Moore, praising his toughness and value to the team. All right. I'm going to put in what's his cap hit if cut. What?
He didn't defend him after the damn play that Caleb said was a miscommunication.
He can't because Caleb's his buddy.
His damn fault. He didn't defend him then.
Well, he won't.
He didn't defend him knowing that he was concussed.
Okay, if we cut him before June 1, the dead money would be $35.48 million or $27.485 million in 2026 and an additional $8 million in 2027.
Yeah, it can't go anywhere.
So a free June 1 trade, Ace, would free up $16.5 million in cap space. If they wait to after that, it would free up $24.5 million in cap space. You can have him. You can get Luther Burden out there. You can draft another poor and stupid receiver, and you can now have money to re-sign Brisker and some of those things on defense.
So if you cut him before that date or after that date, you'll get more money to the cap.
After the date, you get $24.5 million in the cap that you could spend on some of your other free agents.
I'm cutting him, and here's why. Honestly,
because you've never liked him since he's been here.
No, I thought DJ Moore was a gamer. He was gaming this year. He just was concussed, and they shouldn't have put his ass back out there, let alone throw the first ball to him after he came out of the.
Is he a number one receiver?
7 minutes.
Yes.
I don't know. He's kind of between a 1 and a 2. But here's the thing. Here's the thing.
You said you're cutting him.
I'm cutting him because I'd rather not cut, but trade Roma Dunze's ass. But I know that they're not going to do it
because it's cheap money.
It's cheap money.
Yeah.
Right? So they can't do that. But he's the one that I would get out.
I agree with that. I agree with that take 100%.
Because I look at the receivers who were drafted before him, and those dudes are monsters. And they ain't dropped half of the balls that this dude has dropped.
He's got alligator arms. That one he dropped in the end zone in the playoffs, he knew that safety was coming up, and he was bracing for the hit, little bitch ass.
Whiffs on blocks.
You saw that
on that
in the end
block
zone.
that would have been a touchdown. When
he didn't even try to block. He didn't even try to block.
Man went wide. So he's really the guy that I.
And he's from Vegas. He ain't built for below zero.
For catching in the cold. But I know the Bears ain't gonna do that.
It's not a smart business move.
Say that much money with more. As much as I think he's a bear and a gamer,
he's a bear.
You gotta say that money and let him go.
Him and Caleb ain't even on the same page, Ace.
No, I don't think they've been on the same page for the last 2 years.
Finished?
Well, hold on, Ace, let him finish. And because I was one of the first to say this. If Caleb's not going to give him the ball, I was saying this before the pundits. You might as well move off of him. Go ahead, Diesel, finish your take.
And quite frankly, man, I think DJ has been concussed possibly since last year, damn near. He's been getting a lot of shots where his head don't be right to me. And I just think it would be best to do that because I know we can't get rid of Doomsday.
Ace, before we hear your take, Diesel, if we're able to package a trade, if somebody wanted them, maybe a team that feels like they're a wide receiver away, what kind of draft pick do you get for somebody with this type of salary? 5th?
4th or 5th. Yeah, 4th or 5th.
So he's got the same value as Cole Kmet in your mind.
Because you'll be able to save that money. You're taking the draft pick, but really you're trying to get rid of the salary.
You're dumping the salry, right?
Yeah.
And then you can draft another poor and stupid receiver. Might get lucky like you did with Burden, right? Yeah. All right, Ace. You've been itching to get your take out here on your little butt buddy DJ Moore. You're a DJ. Yeah. Let's hear it.
But DJ Moore is a bear, first and foremost. Second of all, if we can trade him to get the defensive player that you're looking for, I might have some interest in the defensive end, like a Max Crosby or a Trey Hendrickson. They come in here.
That would be a smart move. The Raiders need a receiver. Go ahead.
On the defensive line. But other than that, I'm keeping DJ Moore. I'm trying to get your Roma Dunze healthy because he's still on a rookie deal. And I'm looking on the other side of the ball and get rid of the money that Butch Stud is causing the Chicago
Right, we're
Bears.
not on Butch Stud yet, but I got you. I got you. I got you. That's fair. That's a fair take. You're
As
saying you're going to
opposed
free up
to
the money in other ways, but not with DJ Moore.
as opposed to the guy that's beating the Green Bay Packers for the last two damn games.
A trained monkey could have caught that pass from
You a damn fool if you
Caleb
believe
Williams.
it.
The one against the Packers. You know what I'm saying, Diesel?
No.
The one against the Packers when Caleb threw the ball and it landed in his hand. You know what I'm saying?
We got a bunch of trained monkeys out there, and none of them were catching that damn ball for the last 15 to 20 years to beat the Green Bay Packers.
It's emotional for me because I've always loved DJ. It is emotional, and this has nothing to do with DJ. It's more on his. If he was still playing, say with Justin, and he was still catching for 1,200 yards a season, then I would be like, no, don't move him. But that's not the case. His alignment with Caleb Williams is not. He's not getting the same production with Caleb as he was getting out of Justin. Now,
we don't need it.
You can say it's BJ's fault.
I think he's too tough to his own fault. You know those players who they just want to be out there and they done took some hits, but they ain't really right. But they're like,
playing
coach, I'm going in.
They playing at 80%.
Yeah, and he keeps taking hits and things, man. I really think it's something messing with him up here as opposed to anything else because we know he's a gamer.
You think he's autistic?
I think these hits is making
on a spectrum
in that realm, though. So.
All right, so we got two move off DJs. Now, Ace, yes,
definitely in that last game, he shouldn't have been getting the ball with the last play, and it was a bad pass. And whatever the hell y'all pundits want to come up with to blame DJ, we shouldn't have been in a position that the Bears were counting on that last drive.
That play shouldn't have been called. That play shouldn't have been called.
Absolutely.
Okay. So if the Bears do trade DJ, the primary beneficiaries would be poor and stupid Roma Dunze and poor and stupid Luther Burden 3.
Another thing. What receiver has the Bears drafted or have on the roster that's made it through the whole damn season besides DJ Moore?
Burden didn't make it?
Huh?
No, Burden missed a couple of games.
Are you crowning these guys to come in here and be ready for next season to make it through the damn season?
Well, I could tell you like this. In that last Ben Johnson interview, he pointed out we need to catch the ball. And
absolutely.
So
I don't give a damn who it is.
So now, and let's exclude DJ Moore for a second. So we talking about all them other receivers. They keep dropping the ball. Ben Johnson got a problem with that.
He should.
Romass, Luther Burden, the backups of them.
A receiver dropping the ball is equivalent to a quarterback missing the layups.
Missing a layup, yeah. And Zacchaeus, he
gone.
Yeah, he got to be gone. He got to be gone. And now listen, I told y'all what I would do to him. I'm gonna send him to a school to do nothing but catch the ball throughout
the school for the retarded.
Because he gets open, but
the guys that can't catch that good.
He just like misses balls too much. So I'm like, look, man, I'll keep you for a discount, but you're gonna have to go to the school in the off season. You just gonna practice on nothing but catch.
He can't catch in the cold. It all looked good early in the season.
He couldn't catch in warm weather either, man.
As November hits,
balls,
but see, November is warm to y'all. November ain't warm to the rest of November in Chicago is warm to y'all. That ain't warm to the rest of the world. I'm gonna say this. Ace, ideally, yes, trade him, package him in one of those deals to bring in a defensive player that can help us. I'd be with that. Okay. I'd totally be with that. If I can't, I'm willing to trade him for. If I could probably get a 4th round pick for him. I feel like I can get a fourth round pick for DJ. I'm willing to do that, Ace. Only because him and Nails, they having miscommunication problems. They not on the same page. And I don't think DJ's learned to respect him now, which is a good thing. But I don't think DJ likes all the nail painting and his quirkiness. I don't know. So I'm moving off DJ one way or the other. And if the push comes to shove, I'm cutting his black ass.
Man,
The
look,
money's
we
not
could
going to
put
work for a
him-
This ain't the
round pick.
National Feelings League,
We
Ace.
could
This is the
put
National
him-
Football League. It's a business. You ain't too far gone to see that, is you?
We're not cutting DJ Moore. You can trade. You can cut Butch Stud, and that all that money got built up in his damn contract, and we can bring in somebody poor and stupid that's ready to go after the damn quarterback and get the damn quarterback.
All right, Ace, but you're tickling the tonsils with the Butch Stud. Let's
Look
do
at
one
this.
more offensive player. And
How about this? How about this?
Swift keeps coming up. Go ahead. Go ahead, DJ.
DJ Moore and Cole Kmet for one of them defensive ends.
Nobody's gonna be dumb enough to let us dump those salaries on them for one of those defensive ends.
But one of them ends costs probably what both of their salaries
Correct. So
are.
then we're gonna have to throw in like a first round pick as well.
Maybe
we wouldn't have to throw in.
We would have to throw in a first round pick, Diesel. Yes, we would.
Then I wouldn't do it. Nope.
The defensive
Not
end
two-
is the most. It's outside of quarterback. It's the most wanted position in the league.
Well, you say Ryan Poles can do it. You crowning him. Well, crown him. Let him go out and make the damn deal.
But I'm saying you're not dumping off unwanted veterans and getting somebody's prize pass rushing defensive end who's playing every down, playing on special teams, damn near killed your quarterback. Nobody's doing it.
But he's
These
hurt
guys
too.
are unwanted.
He's hurt. Max Crosby got hurt.
No,
He got
he
like
could have
surgery.
played. They sat him down because they really didn't want him to get hurt. He was upset because he wanted to play those last two games. That's the type of player he is.
I think he was having surgery in the offseason.
Yeah.
DJ Moore put the tickled the damn Green Bay Packers tonsils this year, and Cole Kmet is drop dead gorgeous. So you can package those deals up and get us a damn
I'm telling
Max Crosby,
you can
a
package
Trey Hendrickson, or a
draft pick. I'm sorry. Imagine if when we had what was the guy on the end that Poles came in and got rid of? That was
Khalil Mack.
Yeah, imagine we had Khalil Mack and somebody offered you some bum tight end and a receiver approaching 30 and said, let's trade them for Khalil Mack. You'd have been like, hell no.
They need weapons in LA. They about to draft old boy from Indiana with the first pick in the draft.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're gonna need offensive weapons. You're gonna have a veteran receiver, a veteran tight end.
You guys are having a whole fantasy.
Just a hypothetical, bro.
Yeah,
It's
they'll
not like-
both be competing
hypothetical.
for MVP next year.
As they're rebuilding, they're going to want draft capital. Listen, if y'all can get that deal done, hey, let's do it tomorrow. I'm telling you, no GM in America is going to do that deal without asking for a first round pick.
Poles get it done.
Get a first round pick.
We'll give him our first round pick. We don't give a
It's
shit.
only a 25th pick, right? Give it to him, right?
I'll give you my second. I'll give you my second.
It's only
I
a
ain't giving you
25th.
First round. I ain't giving you no fucking first round pick to go with two
The dumb
players.
salary? Are you kidding?
So wait a
You
minute.
get Max Crosby? Yeah. You can
Yeah,
have
I'll
whatever
do
you
it.
want.
I'll give up a 25th pick to bring in Max Crosby. He's going to change the whole defense.
Max Crosby
Max
overall
Powers.
production for this year is basically on defense. He's the equivalent of DJ Moore on offense.
No.
Look it up. Look it up.
No.
You act like he had 25 sacks.
Yeah, he will be for the Bears.
Pressure,
Yeah, 37.
knockdown balls, all that, man.
Every
Quarterback
down.
knockdowns. It ain't just sacks when you're talking about a defensive end. And then
No,
now that's going to
it's
free
run-
up Sweat on the
run
other side.
defense.
He's every down player, and you're bringing that other bum back that you got from Indianapolis. Boo.
Yeah.
Boo coming back next year. And you getting some Terrell Smith. I mean, you got Zar coming back next year. I mean, and you got the draft. So, Poles, as long as he's not drafted in the third round.
He has 73 tackles, 10 sacks, 6 pass defended, 1 interception, 2 forced fumbles. That's his 2025 stats. So again, if you compare that to a wide receiver, that's like close to what DJ Moore did. So he's not like all world. That you're making him out to be.
You said what?
He's all pro.
10 sacks.
Yeah, 10 sacks. That's it.
Forced fumbles.
And that's not
and they shut him down
from a defensive end. And that's not equivalent to 650 yards receiving and 6 touchdowns.
I said DJ Moore is the equivalent of what he did on defense. He's equivalent on offense, what he did.
No.
Okay.
For me, that would be a 1,000-yard receiver, like a 1,200-yard receiver or something.
Especially guy that they shut down for the last 3-4 games.
And a guy playing on a bum team where he's the only guy there, and they chipping him. They sending everybody at him. And that pick he had was against the Bears. PFF had him graded 16 out of 115. He's consistently been one of the highest rated edge defenders by PFF, recently maintaining an overall grade of 92. As a premier pass rusher, he was ranked as a top 25 player under 25, but that was back in 2022.
2025, he was the 22nd best player in the NFL, according to the stats.
22nd.
What else you want?
What was DJ Moore?
I don't know. You tell me.
Well, you're comparing him to DJ Moore, and you keep saying it's an equivalent trade.
I'm going off the top of my head. I just know that Max Crosby is not all world like you think he is. He's a good.
You said he was 22nd in the league.
Out of all players.
22nd out of 32?
No.
Out
of all players.
Yeah. Out of how many?
That's a grade out of all players, not just
how many edge defenders is it though?
32, 62, 64.
64?
But that's not that what you read is all players though. His grade versus all players in the league. They didn't say out of edge rushers.
Yeah, I just think y'all kind of overrating him a little bit.
Bro, he was the leading run defender.
He's good, bro. I'm not saying he's
2024.
not good. I'm not saying he's not good, but I think he's not all of that.
He had 13. I don't know where your stats are. He had 13 and a half stacks, 72 quarterback pressures. 72 pressures in 2025. He played in 15 games.
Yeah, but he had 10 sacks.
13 and a half.
No, 10.
Yeah.
73 tackles.
Whatever.
I don't know. Let me see. I'm looking at it. Maybe we're looking at different things. I'll put it on the screen. Overall grade, 92. Consistently ranked among the best edge defenders. 13.5 stats. This says 2025. 72 quarterback pressures and 98% snap rate.
Now, one other thing I heard about him at the end of the season, I don't know if it's true or not, but I heard like some addiction type problem with dude. I don't know if it's true.
But he might be on the juice or the MEP. It wouldn't surprise me.
I don't give a damn what he's out there at.
I don't know if it's true or not. It's just something I heard. So.
It wouldn't surprise me. He comes off like that. But all I'm saying is, if y'all can get that deal done, hey, I'm shaking y'all hands. I'm telling you, because they had on CHGO, they had one of the Raiders pundits on their channel, and he was talking about 2. Most people talking about 2 number ones. I thought that was too much for a guy who's 30 years old. But if you're letting me dump my salary on Cole Kmet and DJ, and I can get him, I give up a first-round pick for that.
Now look,
Ryan Poles ain't gonna do nothing with that.
I can give up them 2 and maybe a 3rd round pick or 4th round pick. But if you're telling me
whatever the hell we work out
and a 1, I'm not doing it. If you tell me one of those players and a late first rounder, I probably do it.
Do you see?
Would you give up Rome Odunze?
No, because he cheap. Yeah, you don't want to do that.
I trade Rome though in a heartbeat.
It'd be a good move because he's from Vegas, but he's cheap. They might want Rome. Yeah, I give him Rome, Ace. You talking about instead of draft pick?
Cole Kmet and another draft pick.
No, I wouldn't give him the draft pick. I'd give him
right.
Rome, Kmet, and DJ Moore. I would do that.
No.
Would you do that,
That's too
DJ?
much. No. Not
Wrong,
two
Kmet,
not two
and
receivers.
Moore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd do that too.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I'd do
Oh,
that.
I see what you're saying, Ace. Not the DJ Moore. I would, because then now you could use that pick, that 25th pick, to get you a receiver. Yeah.
Yeah. And now
Well,
you got
you
more
send
money.
us a number 1 pick back. Or number 2.
Nah, they ain't gonna give you.
You guys just don't want an edge rusher. I go through this every season with you guys, and y'all get to come up all the reasons, and the goddamn Packers go out and get Micah Parsons.
That motherfucker's hurt, and he won't be back until the end of next season. And he's going to get hurt again.
He's out the whole fucking season. The whole season, unless they make the playoff. He's out.
You guys.
The whole season.
I swear to God.
$250 million damn dollars.
Yeah, I swear to God, y'all guys. All right, one more guy, man. One more guy. We might pick up on the defense next week. We'll do because Ace wants to cut Butch Stud, but we'll do another one of Dzo's favorite players.
I want to put Butch Stud in the trade. Y'all want to send DJ Moore. Y'all want to send Cole Kmet. Y'all want to send
we
Ron
only mentioning
Medunze.
them because we covering the offense. But
send Butch Stud ass over to the damn Raiders.
Right, we're talking about the offense. You can mention it. You can mention them. But I see what you're saying, Ace. I got what you're saying. You're saying, right, you wouldn't make the move. Okay, and you'd get the salary for making other moves, right? You'd fix it because you came out talking about the salary cap when we were talking about the safeties. You know, that's all you kept talking about was the damn salary cap. And we're trying to address the salary cap issue.
That's what I'm trying to do with Butch Stud and DJ Moore. And you can't do it with Ron Medunze. So send Butch Stud over there with
Why do y'all think the Raiders want to just take a bunch of shit in their rebuild?
Because they need offensive players. They're about to draft a quarterback with the first round pick in the draft.
Bro, when we were rebuilding, we needed draft picks.
Yeah, we did. Look what we took after Caleb. We took Rome Odunze, right? After
Correct.
him.
With the extra draft capital we got from trading away players like this guy.
But my point is, we needed players.
What did we get for the end that we traded that y'all just mentioned? Poles didn't get enough for him because he devalued him. And I think, what did we get when the first rebuild? We traded our cornerstone.
Khalil Mack?
Yeah, Mack.
We didn't get anything for him.
And we didn't get nothing for Roquan either, really. He
Did we get a no, we got like a third round pick for Roquan.
You got picks.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. When you rebuilding, teams ain't just giving you fucking. All right, y'all might be right. We'll see.
But look, Rome has only played 1 year, right?
Yeah,
he only played 1 year.
Has he? This is two. Yeah, because he came in with Caleb. Yeah.
Okay, so 2 years.
Yeah.
So he's still young.
Yeah.
And they're about to have a fresh new quarterback for their franchise. So
and Rome is from Vegas. He's from Vegas.
Right. He would be a typical guy.
Hometown favorite. His foot won't hurt out there in 100-degree weather.
Nothing about possibly trading him because
new baseball stadium.
Yeah. But Rome doesn't fit the salary cap dump. The only reason I mentioned Rome, Ace, is because it's either Rome or their first round pick. And the question I was positing, Rome is valued at the 9th round pick, but if I had to get this player, Max Crosby, and they said, look, we'll take DJ and we'll take Kmet, but the only way we doing is you got to give up your number 1 pick or Rome Odunze.
Yeah.
Y'all know I moved off Rome. He's out there with alligator arms out there. So I would move Rome. That's what I'm saying. That's how I feel. And
I would definitely move him. And
scenario wise, yeah.
In that scenario, yeah.
I'd move back if we're drafting 28th, 29th, 25th in the first round. I'd move back like 5-6 slots, gain another second, right? And
right, I want to move up.
We're listening to you. Unless it's somebody.
I need a poor stupid edge rusher.
Yeah.
That's in this damn draft.
Yeah, we need an edge rusher. Unless we get it in this trade. Right. We need
I don't give a damn about the trade. We've got to add depth to that room.
Yeah.
And you don't have any.
Yeah.
We do need an edge rusher, but you can, whether it be if you're picking 25th, ain't too much gonna matter if you're picking it with the first or second pick of the second round. It's not that far away. So
don't you
no, it's
want to
not.
see Poles high-fiving up there in the war room on draft day?
Chat GTPing and
Yeah.
Well,
digging
he
out
don't
his
want to.
cum.
He don't want to see it no way.
Yeah, he don't want to see it at all.
So whatever he's doing, he don't care for it. He gonna say he's at fault.
This is a defensive end, defensive tackle rich draft.
It is.
So unless you
again, I got no problem if we move back like 5-6 spots with that first pick to get another second.
And I'm thinking, move up and get your guy. The reason being, our roster is getting so good, we got to get cats that's gonna make the fucking team.
But if we move up to get our guy, there go your second or possibly your third pick too.
But if it's our guy,
but then that's
you're telling me
that's
he's our
more
guy.
holes. That's more holes that you can't fill because you just gave up draft capital to get this guy. See what I'm saying? But you could move back a couple, still get your guy, and get two more guys.
But if your
guy is stupid, we don't need quantity.
If your guy is disrupting the whole other team's offense, for instance, like a Jalen Carter, if he's that type of guy, you don't need to fill all those holes no more.
No, but again,
you can just fill it up with filler and poor stupid people.
Your guy.
That's what I'm saying. If it's somebody, that's what I'm saying. If it's your guy, if somebody drops because the white man is saying he got a parking ticket, he unpaid parking tickets in college and shit like that. If it's somebody like that and you can get him, go get him.
I'll tell you one dude I had a quick eye for real quick.
Warren Sapp.
For Miami.
What are you taking him to lunch?
He's from Miami, just like Warren Sapp. But he's an end, a defensive end.
Balls.
He'll be available at the end of the first round, beginning of the second. So my thought process would be exactly that. You can trade back, get another pick, and then if you were looking at that guy and get him, he's a defensive end. And he's got upside to him. But it all depends on what type of players they're looking for, because we also need.
We're looking for defensive ends at 25.
We need ends or linebackers.
Well, I would prioritize ends and tackles.
Then we need a left tackle.
All right, so about that. Swift, he had over 1,000 yards, almost 1,100. He caught for some yards. His relatively low dead cap value in 2026. So the Bears have flexibility. We could cut him before June 1st and save about $7.5 million on the cap, with only $1.3 million in dead cap. Some analysts believe the Bears might offer an extension to lower his current cap hit and lock him in for a longer term, as he is outperforming his current salary.
Yeah.
So there it is. You can cut him and save between $7 to $10 million on the salary cap. What are you guys doing with Swifty?
They're going to re-sign him for probably another 3-year deal to lower his cap hit.
That's what you would do?
Yeah.
So you agree with Ryan Poles?
No.
All right.
Ryan Poles hasn't said that, but I'm just saying his value and what he's done in this Ben Johnson offense would warrant me signing him to another deal and lowering his cap hit for 2026.
I'm on the fence about moving off from Swift. All right, Diesel, are you moving off from Swift and saving it or trading him or whatever? But if you cut him, you save $7.5 million on the salary cap.
Yeah, I would, because I think you can find a back that's just as good, if not better, as far as what he does.
With less wear and tear on his body too. Poor and stupid, still running hard.
Yeah, and you got Monunga, so you can find.
Monunga's a 7-round pick, and he wore down
at the end of the season. What the fuck does that matter? No, he didn't wear down.
Yeah, Walter Payton. It was a late first-round pick.
Yeah, what did Monunga do in the playoff? That last game, he was tired.
What do you mean?
He was worn down.
He wasn't worn down. That was Caleb, them not calling Caleb to hold the ball
Oh, it's
and go
Caleb's
the other
fault.
way.
Okay. Well, to Ace's
No, the
point,
play caller. The
to
play
Ace's
caller.
point, you could Monangai would be your bell cow next year. He's had a year under him.
No, I
He'd
wouldn't
be
let
able to
him be
work
the.
out in the offseason.
I
And
wouldn't
your new
necessarily
rookie could
have-
be your second running back in this system.
Yeah, whether he's a rookie or a free agent, I think there's backs that can do what DJ Moore did
For cheaper?
and do it
Because he's
cheaper
getting,
and better.
according to this, he's pretty cheap. Like DJ
Or
Moore should
Swift.
be.
I'm sorry.
Swift should be asking for more money. Is according to this.
$8 million.
Right.
What? Oh no. We ain't about to give him more money. That's out. Oh sir.
If his agent is worth his salt, he's coming to Ryan Poles like, that's what this is saying, that he's undervalued, he's underpaid for his value.
No.
You gonna give him the Pookie clause, Diesel?
Cut him.
Hey, incentive base.
He's under
Production.
contract.
He played all
Production
season. He
is
didn't
key.
get hurt.
No, he didn't get hurt, but he whatever they did and put that pride in his ass after that bye week, he didn't perform until after that bye week. So
One
whatever
thing
they
you got to
did-
be careful of is these are human. Removing too many players from the last roster. Like we had
From
an
the
11
last
and
roster.
16. We're not in the middle of a rebuild. So the last thing we want to do is start moving on from everybody. Does that make sense, Ace?
Absolutely.
Continuity has to count for something, no?
Yeah. And you're in the first year of your offense. Now you're going into your second year, and you want a dirty DJ Moore. You want a dirty Swift. You want a dirty all these
All
players.
the guys who've been learning the offense all year.
Yeah.
Right? Playing with Caleb.
Like everybody, I'd like to live a long life. Longevity does have its place. Quoted from MLK himself. But that's not neither here or there. And
Then he went out there and took a bullet the next day.
Right, exactly. But in this day and age of the league, man, hey, if you feel like you can get another player to do what that player does or better for cheaper, you got to go with that. And you got to live with you got to live with those results.
He's making $8 million. How much cheaper do you want to get?
Running backs don't. That's high for a running back, ain't it? This day and age.
Okay,
$8
Ace,
million?
you've convinced me. I wouldn't move on from him. I'll keep him. He's pretty cheap. Cap percentage of league cap 2.28%. Next year it'll be 2.9%. Dead cap value 1.33 million. Yeah, I mean, if his agent is down with now, to Diesel's point, we ain't restructuring shit.
Okay, that's fine.
So if he wants to go out
in the
there
middle of next season,
yeah, but then he might hold out. If he, then you're in a problem.
if you hold out, then you cut his ass.
You can't cut him, can you?
The average running back in the league in 2024 made 1.8 million. Top tier running backs make like 20 around that, but that just recently started to happen. So you talking about an average running back making 1.8.
But the average running back, wait. The average running back ain't getting 1,100 yards rushing.
No, just the average. The average running back.
The average running back ain't getting 1,100. You got to be careful with that. You want to look at a median.
Wait a minute. So let's see how many running backs ran for 1,000 yards this year.
Yeah, there you go. You want to get a median. Probably ask, what is the median running back earning? They probably didn't learn medians at Simeon. Just take the basketball, boy.
Yeah.
Poke your lips out.
Slam dunk it and then see if you can get a first down.
Pass the ball to Benji and shut the fuck up. Yeah. Get the ball to Jalen Rose. You know what I mean? All right. Yeah, but Ace,
17 running backs ran for 1,000 yards this year.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we got one of them.
So only half of the running backs that start in the league are over 1,000 yards. Right. And he knows Diesel. He knows the offense. He's been in BJ's system before. Caleb is comfortable with him. You know, I think we can. because we don't want to lose so much continuity all at once. But I'm moving off DJ Ace. And the only reason I'm keeping Swift is so that we don't have a bunch of strangers in the locker room next season, because we're going to tear down this defense on next week's show. And you can't just tear down the whole team and expect to win 11 games again.
I don't know about the moving off DJ, yeah. But I understand his cap number, and the position that Poles put the team in by giving him this deal extension before last season.
But you wanted him to be extended. You can't go back in time and be pissed at Poles.
Didn't say. I don't know. I did not say I want him.
You didn't want DJ extended? You wanted to move on from DJ?
I didn't want to move on from him. There was no reason for the extension last year.
I remember he extended them early and shit. Before
especially when we're how many games we lose last year?
But he didn't want to get in the bidding war and get it for cheap. I thought it was a smart move. I thought Ace thought it was a smart move too, Diesel. Now he doesn't like it.
No, I don't.
What's that?
Poles re-signed DJ Moore early before he hit the free agent market. When he re-signed DJ, I thought Ace liked it.
Now he don't like it.
Yeah, he didn't like it.
Yeah,
he wasn't going to be a free agent. He had another 2 years on his damn deal.
Right, but he was getting them cheap.
Cheap for $100 million more? No.
Based upon his numbers.
Let me read these names to you guys. And
it's just like re-signing Poles.
Wait a minute. I'm about to read to you some running back names, and you tell me if you would take any of these guys over Swift to replace Swift.
Let's see if they've proven themselves yet in the NFL.
I'm just go down the line and wait till I'm done. Breece Hall, Travis Etienne, Kenneth Walker, Javonte Williams, Isaiah Pacheco, Rashad White, Najee Harris, Brian Robinson Jr., Jerome Ford, and Rico Dowdle. Would you take any of these guys over Swift?
Breece Hall.
No.
Who else did you say?
Travis Etienne, Kenneth Walker, Javonte Williams.
I'd take Breece Hall and I'd flirt with Pacheco.
All those guys have been hurt.
I wouldn't take Pacheco. I might take Breece Hall. I definitely would take Kenneth Walker. That dude for Seattle. He's playing right now. He ain't hurt.
Yeah, I know he's playing now, but he's been hurt.
Are they upcoming free agents?
Yes, all of these guys are free agents for 2026.
And they're going to be asking for less than $8 million.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. I didn't ask that as far as money. I just asked if you would take them to replace Swift.
Depends on the money.
Other people, Kenneth Gainwell. I might take Gainwell too.
No.
J.K. Dobbins, no. Tyler Algiers. He would be a good backup. That dude is a monster as a backup.
We're gonna bring him in as a backup. Yeah, okay. Keep going.
And Kareem Hunt and Raheem Mostert and Miles Sanders.
Hurt.
So I think we can agree that Diesel's moving off of Swifty. Me and Ace, we're gonna stay with him. It was just fair. But I freed up money. And because of the money I freed up, not even touching the defense, I'm re-signing Brisker. I'm just going to get him one of those kazoo helmets, and I'm going to tell him it's part of your clause. It's going to be in your contract, the kazoo clause. You got to wear this big dumbass helmet when you're out there on the field. But other than that, we're happy to have you back on the Chicago Bears.
Well, I mean, he said last year following the injury, the season-ending injury that he had, that he had a different view and appreciation of what he needed to do to complete a season. And he did it this year. And then when he got to the damn playoffs, he took his play up to another level. So, yes, I would like to keep Byard and Brisker. It's up to the Bears to figure out how to make it happen financially.
Correct. So we're figuring out ways to make this happen, y'all. You know, everybody's got a differences of opinion, and this what we hope is going on in the war room with GM Ryan Poles.
They're not keeping both of them. That's a fact. You can cancel that.
Well, I don't care what they would do. I'm just talking about what I would do and what I would like to see done. You know what I mean?
No,
Now,
I get it. I
now,
get it. They just not gonna keep both of them, so you don't have to pick
well, that's
one.
what the narrative is. I don't. You know what I mean? The narrative is they can't and they won't and this and that. We'll
Mm-hmm.
see. You know, we'll
You
see.
saying they can't keep both of them and keep Butch Stud and draft some linebackers in the draft?
Nah, they're not. They're not gonna keep both of those guys.
What about Butch Stud?
Even now, I think almost all them linebackers is gone, except maybe the backups.
They resigned.
Yeah.
They just resigned Edwards. Everybody's a backup in that system.
When did they resign Edwards?
Before last year.
For how long?
And Edmonds is a free agent.
They gave him like a 2 or 3 year extension.
Edmonds won't be back unless he takes a real discount.
Edmonds is he's got one more year in his deal, right?
Yeah, he's out of it. I mean, he's the big salary cap hit, so he either's got to restructure his deal, or more than likely he's gone.
Tremaine Edmonds.
Yeah.
So look, Saquon projected salary for 2026. Saquon 17.1. McCaffrey.
They re-signed Saquon.
10 to 15.
Yeah,
I'm talking about what they projected for this year. Jonathan,
yeah, those are all pro running backs.
10 to 15. I'm just telling you what they making, bro.
I'm telling you what those are all pro running. We don't have an all pro running back.
I know that, you big numb nut. I'm telling you what the fuck they make. So you can
I know what they make.
Okay, well, you tell me what the fuck they make then, since I'm trying to
They make between $15 and $20 million dollars.
And then you don't
and
know
our
what
running
all
back
the
is
fucking
making
running
$8 million dollars. And we can re-sign him, but probably make his deal worth $7 to $8 million dollars for the next 3 years. And you talking about a $15-20 million all pro running back, and we don't have that.
Was going down the fucking list before I was so rude.
Okay, go ahead.
You carry on. You carry on.
No. You want to tell us your story about the all-pro running back? Go ahead.
No, carry on. Go ahead, Mills.
All right, Tremaine Edmonds, y'all. Tremaine Edmonds. We pulled him up because I think you guys, we have to do this. Edmonds, here he is. Here. All right. Here he is. Here. So. Consistency. He's recorded 100 or more tackles in every single season he's played in the league. He's got 14 career interceptions. He could have had an interception in the playoff game, but he acted like a retard and didn't dive on the ball. He was the youngest player drafted in the NFL in 2018 and became the youngest player in league history to reach 100 career games played. So he's got some durability. So we're going to go to salary cap impact. Salary cap impact. Okay. All right, here we go. Salary cap impact. He carries a $17.43 million cap hit for 2026 with the Bears, making him the 8th largest cap hit on the team. They talking about moving off Jalen Johnson. That's what I'm saying. We're going to do the defense next week. And I'm like, man, if we keep moving off all our players, what do we have left?
Right.
The structure of the contract makes him a potential cap casualty. So his cap hit for the final year of his $72 million contract is $17,437,500.
He's got to restructure his deal.
The Bears can save $15 million in cap space if they release him this offseason. So they can cut him, have $15 million right there with a relatively minimal dead cap charge.
He gone. If they cut him and get that, he is gone.
Don't let Hink hear you saying that.
He gone.
He is entering the final year of his deal. All the guaranteed money of his contract has already been paid out.
It's already been paid, yeah.
Yeah, he gone. That's a done deal. Now listen to this. DJ Moore, cap hit, $28.5 million.
Yeah.
Montez Sweat, $25 million.
Well, we're not getting rid of Sweat.
No, I know that. I'm just reading the cap hit.
And we're not getting rid of
Johnson, $25 million.
That's
a
why.
lot of
That's why
fucking
I'm
money.
saying Courtney Cronin, who's trying to tear our team down. They all talking about Jalen Johnson, all these guys. The production you're getting from him, you're just not getting enough production for the money. You know what I mean?
Nah, he ain't get production because he was hurt. Now you can't. I don't agree
He's a
with that.
bear and he's a dog.
Yeah,
He
he
deserves
been
another
hurt like
season.
that before.
Yeah,
And he shouldn't have played this year.
you like sitting everybody out for the year. You wanted Brisker out half of last season, and now you want to fucking let him go and send him on the ice cream truck. But I was saying get his ass back out there.
But he played the whole year this year.
Yeah, well.
Hey,
you wanted him to play last year for Eberflus?
You're damn right. You get out there, you're poor and stupid. Earn your money.
This dude should be gone. This Dio dude, you giving him $20.5 million as a cap hit. I don't recall him getting a fucking sack.
No,
he got hurt. He's been hurt 80% of the season.
Yeah, he's a bum.
Yeah, that's over.
Dio Dingo, he got hurt, and they had moved him in to tackle because they realized he couldn't hold the edge. He can't even play in. And guess who went out and got him? Big Dick Dennis Allen, because they just want to blame Ryan Poles, but I cut him off at the. This is Dennis Allen's fault. It ain't Ryan Poles' fault that they brought in Dio Dingo.
That was Ryan Poles' pick. Big Dick Dennis Allen didn't want a bango.
You see this, Diesel? Every time it's a bad player, he blames.
This guy came out of Indianapolis, and that's where Ryan Poles goes get his bum players from the Indianapolis Colts. And it wasn't Big Dick Dennis Allen.
All right.
Jonah Jackson, the right guard, 19.
We just got him. They're not moving off him.
Right. I'm just going down the list.
Yeah.
Jarrett, 19 million.
Who?
Grady Jarrett, 19. Butch Stud, you just said here, 17,437. Yeah. Dahlman, 14 million. Tyler Gordon, 13.3 million.
You're not moving off him.
Cole Kmet, 11.6.
He got to go.
TJ Edwards, 10.8.
And that's doable.
They just resigned.
And he's out. He's out for the whole next season. Who'd you say?
Caleb is 10.7.
You ain't moving off him.
That's quarterback money. That's peanuts.
You're not moving off him either way.
Yeah,
we only doing people we considering and the people I'm hearing noise about. So next week, Jalen Johnson, Edmonds. You know, we're gonna do the defense and we'll see how much money we can free up. Because if y'all just freeing up this money for the sake of freeing up money, then now we're gonna be looking at possible free agents and where we're spending this money. Because I know y'all like to save the McCaskies money so they can ride off in the sunset with all the money, and y'all want to pay taxes for their stadium and shit. You know what I mean? And McCaskies don't spend shit.
If we wanted to pay for their stadium, they'd already have a fucking deal to do it right there next to Soldier Field. But that's the problem. We don't want to pay for it.
Yeah. And your GM came in here talking about, and his dirty air one talking about he's going to build his team through the draft. And in the last 2 years, he's been out and found any free agent he could to build up his offensive line and his defensive line.
Well, because of the drafts he got that didn't work, he had to go.
Yeah, he sucked.
Well, he brought in Brisker, he brought in Gordon, and all these players that everybody wants to move off of.
Well, you gotta keep building after that. You can't build. You can't draft a couple players and then say, "Oh, I messed up. Oh, I messed up. Oh, this is the coach's golf buddy's friend son." And
I still like him.
Yeah, he's not playing.
He's did a good job up to this point.
I think he's going to be a player, bro. I forgot about him, man. And we don't need a left tackle then. He can be a rotational guy until the other players get healthy.
He's not playing.
What do you mean?
You brought him in as left tackle. He hasn't played.
He got hurt.
Okay, that was 2 years ago. What did he do this year?
He was in the running, man. He looked all right, man. It's just the other guys beat him out. I'm saying we don't have to go out and change course and spend a first-round pick on a left tackle when we need to shore up this defensive line. You know, maybe he could be a stopgap because Caleb ain't Caleb gonna be getting rid of the ball. Caleb spinning out of there. He ain't standing in the pocket anyway.
That son bitch been on the team for 2 damn years. And we just went and had a playoff game, and we brought our right guard, a left guard over the left tackle, and did all this magical tricks, and this guy is still on the team.
He's still developing, Ace. Patience. You preach patience when he
I
came
preach
out
patience.
of here. Patience. You know, have
But
patience.
now we got to go draft another left tackle, and this guy is still on the team.
But I'm saying we don't. I forgot he was on the team. We got him, and we got the undrafted free agent. And you could bring in maybe you can draft a left tackle with your 7th or 6th round pick. You know, but this kid, they said this kid was in the mix for the left tackle this past season. I don't know what happened, but
did Coach BJ say that, or was that right?
He's a big kid, man.
No. Who said that?
BJ said it. He was in the mix. They asked BJ about him, and he said dude was in the mix. Now you haven't seen him play, so that's one thing. But they're developing them. You got to know they're developing them.
No, they're not developing. He's going to be cut.
All right, we're going to do the defense in part 2, y'all. Dizo, I'm going to get your final words in a second. And then we're going to get Ace's final words. Now, what in the hell? So the other game, what's the other game doing? 24-13? Damn.
Seattle. Yeah.
And the Rams got the ball?
It looked like that game going to go down to like the end of the game. So they're going to keep scoring. Yeah, they're going to keep scoring points.
Seattle's going to win the game. Come on.
We'll see. All right.
I mean, they might, but it's going to come to the end of that game. It ain't over yet.
Well, we'll see. Let's see. Player stats. Matty Stafford, 9 for 16, 165 yards, 1 TD, 0 picks, 112, 113 rating. Sam Darnold, 14 for 21, 238 yards, 2 TDs. He's got 136 rating.
On the 1 yard line. I'm telling you, this game going to the end, man.
Look at Sam Darnold, though. Everybody said you got to win with a generational quarterback, and you got to have this and that. You know, they stayed the course. It looks like they're going to get to the Super Bowl, Ace.
Yeah. Yeah. You're sitting there, your damn Minnesota Vikings had Sam Darnold in their system last year.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted to go to drop dead gorgeous rookie contract, and what happens?
I said it too. Yep, should have stayed with him. And you're 14-3. What more do you want? And then they just blamed him for not winning the Super Bowl last year when they was ahead of schedule.
Yeah,
and they would have used that draft pick.
Touchdown. 24-20.
Oh, okay. Yeah, 19-24. If they would have used that draft pick that they got the quarterback Ace on another player. I'm glad they did that dumb shit. It helped us in the North.
Absolutely. We appreciate it.
Yeah. And they re-signed the black defense coordinator if he don't get a job somewhere else. I'm hoping he gets a head coaching job somewhere. I'm tired of dealing with his ass.
Yeah, they won't sign him on any other team.
Yeah, he's suing the company.
Yeah. They won't sign him.
You see who Pittsburgh signed?
McCarthy, who y'all didn't want.
No,
right here in Chicago.
Yeah,
I still don't want him.
Fucking former Green Bay piece of shit. I don't want his ass.
Now the Fudge Packers lost their defensive coordinator too.
Yeah, the one they showed up in the booth all the time, looking all smug and smart, getting his ass beat by the Bears.
Yeah, rubbing his leg. The other guys in the booth.
What I didn't realize is how much people like that dude who was the coach in Miami. They like him as an offensive coordinator.
Yeah,
McDaniels.
Yeah, he's an offensive genius.
He's a
hot, sexy new name.
He's a meth addict.
I like him so much, but he basically was turning down interviews.
Yeah,
because he only wanted. I think he might. I don't know. Did the Chargers hire an offensive coordinator?
He want to be somewhere with a drop dead quarterback.
Yeah.
He can't win with those moolies. All right, Dizo, go ahead. Anything else you wanted to say, and then let's hear your final words. This is part 1. Next week we're tearing down the defense, y'all, and we're gonna tell y'all how much money we freed up potentially with these moves on an individual basis, and what we're gonna do with that money.
No, nothing in particular. I'll just keep I've been watching some guys talking their pre-draft stuff and seeing what potential good players. Because although I watch a lot of college, I don't always know like what players is coming out. It's hard to tell sometimes. So, but once you start hearing like names, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I watched that guy, I watched this guy. Yeah, so I'll pick up on more of that stuff and see who's actually. I don't know what year they have to declare by, but or what time of the year that they have to declare that they're going to the league. But yeah, I'll do a little more homework on that, and then next week I'll be able to say like, hey, potential guy that we could pick up or whatever. It's real tough because you never know how they're gonna go about trying to get a certain player. Whether it's trade or free agency, things of that nature. But I'll say this to end this segment: you got to give some credit to Poles, the North Pole. Yeah, give him some credit for this past season. He gets bashed all the time when we do bad.
No,
you got to give him some credit when we do good. So I'll give
But
him. I'll give
he
him
said
credit.
we're going to take the North, didn't he, Diesel?
Yes,
through the draft.
He did. However you do it as a GM, I don't care how you do it, whether it's the draft, free agency, off the street, I don't care.
It makes a difference.
As long as you do it, you did it. So I give him credit on that because I'm a bash him when he's got messed up picks and all of that stuff. So
you didn't bash him last year.
Yeah, I did. I was on his head, but I was like, if you're gonna, I was like, give him one more. If you're gonna keep him, let him do the draft. I was like, no. If you're gonna get rid of him, you can't get rid. He waited too long to try to get rid of him. So I'm like, no, let him do the draft, and then you can go off of the season what we do. So, and he did that, and they performed. So,
no boy,
yeah, I'm gonna give him some credit for what he did, even though I know it makes him want to just squeeze that turd off in his butt over there. But
hey, this past draft, man, he's got to get an A grade.
Yeah, I mean, look at the players we got that were productive for the team.
There's no damn way in hell he'd have drafted Colston Loveland in the first round if we didn't have Coach BJ as our head coach.
Don't forget Luther Burden the third. They was high-fiving.
There's no way he would have drafted him either.
Maybe he didn't, but he did draft him. That's the key. He did draft
because of our head coach.
Oscar Trapillo, Ace, what they're doing, and I thought Diesel's in his final words. What they do, Ace, is Poles asks them what type of players they're looking for, what body characteristics and that. He gives them a short list, and then they tell them the ones they like, and then they go from there. They're doing it together. They're doing it in tandem. It's just how it should be run.
Did he do that with Eberflus and the other bum that was
No, he didn't. That's why he didn't get a defensive tackle. He didn't. He did not. I said he gets an A for this year's draft.
Yeah, I agree. But on that note, yeah, I'm out, man.
All right, bro. FGB.
Yeah, all right. Bring like some rain or something, man, because it's been cold as heck. And
he says he don't even hear me. FGB.
For who?
Can we get an FGB?
Well, I'm gonna do that. Packers ain't nothing. They ain't even in the playoffs no more. So I'm gonna do that.
F. Ryan Poles.
You can do that. I ain't doing that.
Don't worry about it.
Hey, the North Pole. Yeah,
North Pole. Taking the North Poles. Yeah. We gotta put that on a t-shirt.
Yeah. Taking it up the pole and tickling. He love the way he tickled your tonsils this off season.
All right, Diesel, man. Peace and blessings, brother.
All right, y'all.
All right, Ace, come on, man. Final words, bro.
Final words. I mean, it was a fantastic season for the Bears. Now is when it gets tough, according to your general manager. We're winning. We got to figure out how to restructure the defense and the offense. We've got players that need to go. We've got players that need to stay. Who do you want to stay? Who do you want to go? That is the question. who do we have in our future site is coming up in the draft. We even have our college draft expert that just left that doesn't know who we need to pick up in the upcoming draft as edge rushers and defensive tackles and people that will help this team salary cap wise, since we've went and spent $100 million on our defensive tackle, offensive left guard, center, right guard. We dropped all this money on our team in the free agency market last year. So this year we got to figure out how the hell we're going to sustain this and bring in young players that can help this team without costing the team a boatload of money that goes over the salary cap, and we can't develop the next players into our system. So we'll see. Everybody wants to crown Ryan Poles as being the best general manager in the NFL system this year by going out and
Nobody's crowning him. Nobody's crowning him.
By listening to us. Your damn co-host just crowned him a minute ago before he left, talking about what a great job he did, and he tickled his tonsils and got all these players in to help us get to the divisional round of the playoffs when it's based on this $13 million coach that we just signed, the experienced staff that we signed, as opposed to the guys that I said last year that had no experience and no idea what the hell they were doing out there all season. And now we got a experienced offensive coordinator. We had a defensive coordinator that was a head coach. We got Antoine Randall, who was an experienced coach. And we got all these guys that got experience in the NFL, but we want to fire Ryan Poles as the guy that got all this together with the quarterback that a trained chimp that could have signed to be our number one damn draft pick while we ushered JF1 out of town. So I digress. My final word is hopefully the Bears can go ahead and make all the moves financially and mentally and keep the guys here that we need that are Bears. Keep the guys here that can help this franchise move on as we gut it again for 2026 and get the guys in through the draft, through the Senior Bowl and all the stuff that they were doing, years before our current coaching staff got here, when they were at the Senior Bowl with the coaches and the offensive coaches and the defensive coaches, and we couldn't find any damn players, and nobody in the third round we could figure out who the hell belonged on the team. But now all of a sudden our damn general manager is a damn genius. But bear down to the Chicago Bears. Hopefully we can figure out what we're going to get done in this offseason, and we can bring back the guys that helped this team develop this year, and Kevin Byard. We can figure out a way to keep Jaquan Brisker here as a young player, because you need your youth. Edmonds, you got to restructure your deal, or if they want to keep him here, or he's got to go. But money wise, we gotta figure out what it takes for us to win next year. Offensively wise, defensively wise, and bear down wise. FGB to the highest level of F-ivity. Fire Ryan Poles if he can't get it done this offseason, and bear down. I guess I'm gonna go watch the end of this crap game that we should be in, heading to the damn Super Bowl.
Playing for the Papa Bear Hallis damn trophy. That's the only part I'm gonna watch is the presentation of the late great Papa Bear Hallis. We don't know what's
we should be in this damn football game based on kicking some field goals. So as our general manager is still learning how to be a general manager, our head coach is still learning how to be a head coach, win divisional games, win playoff games. And all this is the maturation of the Chicago Bears heading toward getting that Super Bowl trophy first, the George Hallis Trophy, and then the Lombardi Trophy. So bear down, and that's my final word.
Tell you what, you on Ryan Poe's ass.
Faux show.
Great final words. Great final words. Hink is in the chat. He said, Diesel, when are you going to start your collection of collectibles? He's probably going to collect a Ryan Post figurine / butt plug to go right up his ass.
I mean, he moved off Caleb. He moved off our damn running back, but he's definitely on the Ryan Poe's bandwagon. So it has to be soon.
All right, big ups to Hink. He obviously didn't hear when you guys were. Hink, next week we're tearing down the defense. They got your boy Edmonds in the crosshairs. Just want to let you know. I think pretty much everybody on the show is, if he doesn't lower that money to something poor and stupid, all his guaranteed money is paid, and I don't think they're gonna pay him that $17 million next season. Me personally, but we'll see. All right. Chicago sports rarely give us easy answers, and this conversation proves it. D Rose's legacy sits in that rare space where statistics can't fully measure impact and emotion refuses to stay out of the debate. Whether his number rises to the rafters or not, his imprint on Chicago has been undeniable. He's Chicago's very own, came up right there in the Inglewood area. An era, a feeling, a heartbeat that still echoes through the heart of the fan base and through the foundation of the United Center, the house that Michael Jeffrey Jordan built. And as for the Bears, the future won't wait. Tough choices are coming. You like this player, you like that player. It's coming. And the franchise's next chapter depends on the courage to make these tough decisions. Are we going to move off Edmonds, player favorites? Hink said, congrats to D Rose. Yeah, it's a long time. It's been a long time coming, but change don't come. Tough decisions. Do we move off Jalen Johnson? Tough decisions. Do we move on from DJ Moore, fan favorite? Tough decisions. Do we move on from Cole Kmet? They love him out there in Arlington Heights. Tough decisions. It's coming. Next week, we're going to break down the defensive side and see if we can save the Hallis McCaskey family some money. Do we move on from my favorite Jaquan Brisker? Do we move on from the safety Kevin Byard, many people's defensive MVP this year? Moving on ain't just about who leaves. It's about who the team becomes. If Chicago wants a new identity, this is the moment to shape it. Until next time, stay locked in, stay curious, stay ready for whatever the week throws at us on the field, off the field, in the political arena, and anywhere the two collide. This ain't just content, it's connection. And it means more because all y'all are here. Stay locked in. We appreciate your support and enthusiasm for Mouthpiece included. If you got any more questions, concerns, or need further information, feel free to reach out to us in the comments, or you can hit our lines or email us. Stay tuned, stay passionate, bear down, and as always, Ace, until next time.
FGB to the highest level of F-ivity. And those of y'all that want to say the Bears did this and it was pass interference and they dog died, F you too. FGB to the highest level of F-ivity. Bear down.
Yeah. Hink said, congrats to D Rose, Big Ace. Poe's love is until infinity. D Rose was owed some love after they ran him out of town. Hink say bear down, and he say damn Ace. You know, yeah, Ace be going hard in the paint. Big Hink, he was our defensive anchor out there when we played intramurals down there at University of Illinois. High level intramurals, I may mention, the hallowed grounds of Impy. You know what I mean?
IMPE.
That's right. You know, it's been upgraded, Ace. It's immaculate. That's the house that the regulators built.
Yeah, but that damn six pack, I can't believe they haven't torn that crap down.
No, that's the projects. That's for your coloreds and your browns. And they got air conditioning in there now, but it's not central air. They got the air conditioning in the window.
It's window units. Come on, it's 2020, 2026. Come on, man.
Yeah. They could tear them down and rebuild them. And they don't even have to tear them all down. Like maybe tear down Scott one year, rebuild that. The next year, do another one. Yeah.
It's what they do for the Pookies.
Yeah. Man. Man. So big ups, y'all. And Karen. Big ups to D Rose once again.
Much love, D Rose, Chicago Bulls, South Side, Simeon. Unfortunately, you didn't get to start your freshman year at the hallowed grounds of Simeon Academy over there. But, you know, hey, they worked it out the next couple of years, and you went down state and won championship after championship. So big ups to D Rose and his MVP.
On the ground. Put some respect on Bob Hamrick's name.
Yeah. But, you know, they ran him right out of there after D Rose came and wasn't starting. They had to figure out something.
You're getting long in the crawl, huh?
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Yeah, Father Time is undefeated. All right, Karen, take us out of here. Big ups, y'all.
Who on the ground?
Breaking my heart, man.
Yeah.
Breaking my heart. You guys gonna get your little suburban stadium and your little and you probably have halter top night, fingernail paint night. You get your fingernails painted.
Yeah, I'm not going out there, man. I go watch them out of town before I go to damn out of town.
All right. You find yourself sliding through. You might be in LA. On Florence and Norman. Hey, homie. Hey, man, come here. You better. You might be in Chicago. Woo! Dipping down Ashland. You better. Watch your back. Check your six. Double check that blind spot. Use that blind spot assist.
TATN. Better guard your grill. TATN.
Guard your grill.
TATN. Mouthpiece included. TATN.
Bear down.
Damn.
Knuckle up.
Mouthpiece included.
And don't forget
it, baby.
And don't forget to.
Whatever you do, don't forget it. Like, share, subscribe. Hey, Butterfly.
Forget to bring your mouthpiece.
Sure. Don't forget it.
TATN.